Hey, everybody. Welcome to whatever the hell this golf show is called. I'm Will Brinson. I guess I'm not hosting. It's just a free-for-all chat about DFS and golf betting because we like golf a lot. Joining me, Will Newman, Link Calhoun.
How are we doing?
Hey.
And special guest James Azola, straight from a wine tasting in California. My God, man. The king of Torrey Pines himself in the house.
I'm like an hour and a half away from Torrey right now. I mean,
well, you can drive there every time they'll take us to do the show.
Nobody really likes going to golf tournaments. Let me just tell you that right now.
Newman put together a rundown. I forgot to bring it in here. I've got a clipboard somewhere.
Wait, Newman's organizing this show?
Newman's the most organized person here, I think. So
I don't know how much that's saying. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, wait, hold on. We have a special guest.
Stop.
Joining the program. I don't even know. Can we go 5 wide? Sure, why not? It's the motherfucker.
What's up, boys?
Ooh,
There he is.
hands too. You love to see it.
It's a nice house, man.
Yeah, I can't.
Wow.
I can't be here all night. I'm not.
They're
doing
paying
it
you
for
way
2
too well.
fucking
We're
hours.
not, we're not
you
doing this for 2.5 hours.
That was. I mean, I sat there last.
Yeah, you
night,
sat there in your bed. Sure.
It was like watching Avatar, right?
and I didn't have any headphones at home, and I'm just sitting there on my laptop and I'm playing you guys this goddamn. None of you guys are from Boston. Just talking rag though. I learned that when I was out in Boston. Just talking fucking rag. And my wife puts up with a lot. She's fine. It's like, can you turn that down a little? I'm like, yes, I'm sorry.
It was like the,
Goddamn
the
Newman
chat-
talking
the chat
about
was
Caleb
just-
Surratt.
that was
Hey, easy now. Easy.
I know.
We'll get there in a little bit.
all right.
I'm not
So
gonna
look,
shit
we're
talk
gonna
this route.
start here with we're gonna call it one thing is how we jump out of the gates with one thing about this
Oh,
tournament.
we have segments.
Wait, segments?
Yeah, that's right. I did a rundown. I'm trying to be more proficient in my life.
Eddie,
I'm
we're
using
getting on
this
him.
as like a trampoline to be more proficient in my actual professional life. So, J-Mass, you have played Torrey Pines literally hundreds of times. If you were thinking about one thing, James, that like the one thing about this tournament, about the Farmers Open that stands out to you, what is it? I'm getting my rundown.
I think it's just, especially this week, especially South Course in particular, it's just being able to.
I think
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I can't disagree with that.
The dramatic pause is killing me.
he
Who
mentioned.
am I not saying anything?
Yeah,
You kind of cut out, but
No,
it's like the speech on Forrest Gump.
Look, I'm on a Wi-Fi in fucking
He's-
Temecula,
he's
California.
at the
How good can it possibly be?
that's all I got to say about that.
That's all I have to say about Torrey
Are we
Pines
better?
South.
Are we better now?
Yeah, no, much better.
Cool. The ability to deal with adversity for me, like I want guys who can just kind of do everything, right? Because you're gonna have on South especially, and it looks like there's some weather coming in. Looks like the rough is long, and of course, it's just a difficult golf course. We're talking the U.S. Open, cloud with tracks.
You don't have to be
What do you
alone.
think, Andy? What's your one big?
I wanted to open with a question, but my one big thing is, I want the question answered. Is the stupid thought exercise that we've done on Twitter for 2 days? Would you rather play the hard course or the easy course when there's 15-mile-an-hour winds?
Well, Cal,
And
I'm gonna get.
I think we should take a vote on this because I'm team easy course. I want to be playing, or excuse me, I want to play the easy course in the good conditions. I want to take the North course and just bend it over, slather it with butter, shoot freaking 6-7 under, get my brain right. I'm working, and then Thursday go play the tough course. And it's small greens, it's tough rough. Like these guys who don't hit a lot of greens, they're not gonna. Well, like, oh no, the wind blew my ball 15 further feet to the left of the green. Like, oh no, this chip is a little bit longer. Like, I was gonna hit 5 greens all day anyway. So the wind is, as long as you can, maybe some of these guys who are able to dial down the, what do you call it, the arc, the height of their,
Apex.
club down, to lower the apex, maybe bring out a different trajectory. We're talking physics, guys.
For a track.
We're also talking
If
weather.
you're able to lower your trajectory a little, cut through the wind, and just deal with it, it's a hard course no matter what. So I'm team play the hard course in the wind.
I do think that you could take like all 5 of us, and if you mashed our brains together, you could get like like 3.5 of an actual physician. So that's something that's worth considering.
Yeah.
Cal, when I read out the one thing, actually, I hadn't thought about it until later in this week, but like you've been hammering home North course early from a DFS perspective. So I just wonder, like, maybe you start the voting here. What would you like? What would you rather play? And because I assume that was going to be your one takeaway was like starting off North. I'm jumping to conclusions here, but
No, I purchased that narrative, not taking it back. Get low early, get as low as possible, and deal with the North later or the South later.
So you want North. Your vote is North early, South later.
That's
Who
the
the fuck
trend.
cares?
That's where most of my bets are. I mean,
It's like
is
the
it an easy
opposite-
course if
yeah.
is it an easy course if it's bad weather? I mean,
Dude,
take care of your easy course.
We don't
I
know
don't know.
anything about
Yeah, and weather's the weather too, right?
before
And
the
this
fucking-
might hit.
before
This might
us.
hit different. This might hit different for you Carolinians down there. But yeah,
Meteorologists, we all got fucked. You guys
No.
all remember this?
let's
poor James. It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
No,
same.
okay, look. I'm going to pass the buck around here. I'm going to have to play point guard.
What's your one thing, Brenton?
Well, no, we're going to take a vote. You wanted to vote first, so
Okay,
J-Mass,
let's vote.
you as the Prince Pauper of Torrey Pines. What is your vote? North early or South early?
It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. We're not fucking weathermen.
That's true.
That's
you know
the
what's
actual
harder
right
than being a
answer.
weatherman is like making NFL picks.
We
for-
did this already in the players, and we all got fucked with it. So I don't know what we're doing here. Like, it's not like it. Yeah, sure, it could be hard, but it could be nothing at the same time. It's still a coastal weather system. Like,
And you can also have somebody go JT on it, like, oh, the
Yeah,
weather
that's
sucks,
better.
but this guy doesn't seem to give a fuck. And Bubba too. I mean, a couple guys just like, oh my god, he's playing he's. I've used this analogy already this week. The Bishop from Caddyshack, where it's like he's playing the best round of his life. Doesn't matter with the weather. We're not weathermen. James
Cal,
nails it.
would you-
Point to, like if this were the around the horn, that's a point, James.
Yeah, we need the digger.
I'm actually curious about Cal, like, because you know you're way more DFS guy than I am. Like, wouldn't it be better for you're gonna get some exposure, some ownership on the
That's a good point.
So some ownership, yeah.
I'm not a
the
showdown
ownership's gonna
guy.
be higher for the
I
better.
think it's more
better.
relevant in showdown. Like for
Okay.
main card in DFS, you want to be opposite. So I might be going the
Right.
other way there, but I mean, you got to get low. And if you're just going to shoot average on an easy course because the weather messes you up, that's not it.
That makes
You're going to
sense.
go 2-3 under on the hard course, get as low as you can, and deal with whatever comes your way, in my opinion. But in
I mean,
DFS, everyone's going to go north-south. For
How
sure.
bad are we?
Especially-
How bad are we talking? Oh, on the south with the wind though. I mean, are we talking? I mean,
I ain't worried. So we're
I-
going.
yeah.
We're going reverse Civil War here. North early, South late.
I mean, I've already purchased it. I'm not going back. This
I'm
is
putting
how I'm
that on-
building. This is the way I'm
put that
built.
on a
This is the way I'm
t-shirt.
building. Yeah.
I'm just happy that this piece of shit computer keeps kicking me out of every.
Yeah,
stream.
we were making
better-
fun of
did better
James.
work- did better-
Branson couldn't even stay in the stream.
This is- um, all right, so I mean, I think I'm with. I have no idea what the fuck I just said, but I
He's
think
got
I'm
the
like,
Paramount Plus of computers.
how dare? First of all, that's
A
not-
mountain of entertainment.
no. This is a mountain of piece of. This is a mountain of shit. This computer, is. Paramount Plus is fantastic, by the way. Why don't you
So
know?
much content.
So it's,
There
it's,
is.
it's a mountain worth.
all the Yellowstone.
Now,
Plus
okay, so I
stuff.
would agree with the idea, and I think we found some first round leader stuff on sportsbook.ag earlier.
terrible.
And
book,
but it was like it's like
we use it.
it's crazy stacked towards like the people on the north, like the good like Mav McNeely's 18-1 to be first round leader because he's off early on the north, or
Yeah, it's baked in big.
right?
Yeah,
it's,
it's
north,
big
north
time.
is easier, right? I think the just give the finger to somebody.
Wow, just the days where they didn't figure they had no clue about that. They weren't that far away, by the way.
Yeah.
They're like, oh sure, let's put everyone the same.
Lump them all together.
Yeah.
Missed this.
And then the nice part is it's still West Coast golf. You guys got like 3 hours to tinker in the morning if you're DFS guys, which is a curse for most of you.
I hate the noon. I like the last thing that happens is I'm like like
Passing
like,
out. Yep.
barely able to like DM Cal at 3:22 in the morning on a Wednesday. And I'm like, okay, I
Three
think
fingers of whiskey.
I'm like, all right. I think I got there on like Scotty, and then I like wake up. I'm like, oh, thank God I put all those lineups in.
Oh, I do like waking up and seeing some green right away.
The worst I think I've ever had happen to me was not to go on a tangent. But
Stay on track. Stay on track.
settle down, Newman. This is you're right. I think it was like 2 years ago at the Masters. I was like, I'm doing 150 lineups in that $20 Billy Baker. And it was like I hand built like all 150.
Oh.
And it was like 4:15 in the morning. I was like, burn it. Just like limping through them. Don't ever do that, kids. Especially if you're,
The best is
not under adult supervision.
re-uploading, and it's like there's an issue with all 150 lineups.
No, I hand built them all in the
it's like-
app on the app on my phone, Andy. Like,
and
an
it's
idiot.
like you downloaded the DraftKings numbers from like Showdown and tried to upload it into like full tournament stuff. And you got to redo everything.
You got to keep.
And then it's like,
hello.
and at that point,
By
you
the
already
way, just so we know,
you
a little
reserved
bit of
it.
an NBA
Fuck.
sweat going on during the show.
Oh,
Holy shit, this is a fun sweat.
Another one?
DFS.
We got a DFS fun sweat. If we get overtime in Nick's what are the Cavs? I was going to call them the Guardians.
How live are you? What's
I'm top 200 in the big boy.
That's very live.
Oh, actually, I'm top 100 in one of them. Okay then, Newman,
Yep.
you've got the wheel. I'm going to go watch some NBA.
Yeah.
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
Jamie.
You put the lineup in the top right corner.
All right, look, we've blown
Sort it
through our
out.
time on one big thing. I didn't actually come
Yeah.
up with one, so we're gonna move past that.
Your
And
one
we're
big
gonna go to
thing was
segment number
leaving.
2,
Yeah,
which is this is my favorite
Yeah.
segment.
I'll circle back to mine later.
Yeah, I don't care about. Well, you can yours.
I don't want. I don't want
Why
to.
is Newman on this stream?
Move forward.
Somebody, Newman's
Because
gonna
I told-
watch out.
because
Newman's gonna
I-
stopwatch out to keep me on track. That's
No, I taught Brinson how to bet golf years ago.
That is
So
true. I got
um,
my first golf tournament with Newman.
yeah.
So
So
this thing is
Like,
live as hell. Let's go. Oh, my goodness.
now we got another tour.
Nothing
right,
worse than me on a stream.
That
with
logo
some
is
on the DFS.
sharp.
Brinson, go ahead and put your hat on. Might as well be
I
like
can't put it on now. Okay, this is my favorite segment that we came up. I came up
In
with.
the long history of the show.
Yes, in this lengthy history of the show. Terry Hicks wants to know: can we cut the Chasing Hero weekly window stream, you guys? No, that's the whole point. We're going to tease.
What? And make you fucking stick around, bud.
But we did decide from Jump Street that we're gonna give out winners earlier, and not like I don't want to hear 15 to 20 minutes of recap about last week.
Yeah.
Fuck off last
We're
week.
all-
It's
we're all-
gone.
Nobody.
we're all-
That
we're all
doesn't
losers.
make you any money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say
I did
that.
okay.
I
I
will
did
say that.
okay last week if we want.
No, we don't care.
No one gives a shit.
No.
I will say that last year, and this is why I don't want to recap. Last year, I was like doing research for this tournament. First three weeks of the golf season, I hit the second place guy. And that's just such, you're like, oh my God. It was like
That's-
Imley, Hoagie, and Zal back to back.
Hey, well,
Like, fuck.
Complete opposite. Yeah.
So we're going to go to what, and Newman, you can go first since you got, the last segment. The FOMO outright of the week. The guy that you have to have outright because if he hits, you will not be able to live with yourself on Sunday evening. Newman.
We should
Simple.
all have the same answer here.
Oh, it's simple for me. It's Cam Davis again. I mean, I'm probably going to go back to it.
That's not
Probably-
mine. That's fine.
No,
It is for me.
That's a terrible answer.
I can't live without having him this week. So
I shouldn't do sound drops from my other pod on this one, but they're there. So.
Yeah, can I do them?
no, the FOMO side is with the people on here, not the industry. So
No. I'm saying, no, but
Yeah,
it's
I
just
gotta
like-
have Cam.
Oh, the
Personal.
industry.
Oh, here
Well, I
we go.
mean,
Here comes Andy coming in.
We have a
Doing
podcast, Andy.
fingers.
We are the industry. Okay.
Yeah,
This is basically like the meeting.
Andy is
meeting
we
of the
brought
five
you on
families.
here so you could get in the industry. Is what we did.
This is like a meeting of the five families.
What's your
This is-
what's yours, Andy? Andrew.
I mean, everybody. Montgomery's going to win a tournament here this year.
you're a week late there, bud.
No,
I
I
have
know,
something
but and that's what sucks. His number sucks. It's
Well, from a
unbettable.
FOMO's perspective,
But I almost want to bet it secretly, just in
What?
case.
Was he like 28, 29 right now?
It's like 30. You can find a 32.
I got a 32.
woof. It's a rough hang at 32.
I've already called it. It's the Taylor tax. He's
Yeah,
he's my tax now.
I wondered if Cal wouldn't have the same.
I
They're
have
doing
to.
this. They're doing this bullshit, Cal. That they did.
That's not my FOMO. That's just my tax.
My FOMO is Zalatoris. Like
It has to be Zal.
I cannot watch
After
Zalatoris
last
in
year,
this tournament and not have it. I will have an absolute meltdown in the middle of whatever I'm
All
doing
the
on Saturday
boots.
afternoon.
Broken
Downtown
remotes,
Raleigh.
the whole nine.
Probably at church, prepping for Sunday morning or something like that. But
No, Zal shitting this would hurt not having it. And the best Zal I got was 19. Pretty happy about that. I mean, right when those lines opened, it was just ROM shock, right? Everyone's like, man, this board, the outright market's awful. And my whole thing was just relax. Let's let it breathe. Let's see what the board does.
Biden.
like a nice glass of red wine in Napa Valley. Like
And it breathes, and bookmaker will always help you out. They pump them up.
They're the
J-Maz,
best.
what's are you Zal the FEMO outright too for you?
Same, yeah, Zal. But my thing is like the two guys who putt really well. Will they putt on Poa like they usually do? Like Montgomery and Mac McNeely is my other guy who I bet, but I'm like, he's a West Coast guy, which is probably why I went to him. But Montgomery literally his whole game is making everything, and you don't make anything on this golf course ever. No one can. Like,
Yes, Andy.
so
Andy, don't ever raise your hand again on this show, please.
I just have a question for James, because well, and I'd like you to talk because I mean, all of us live in either Cal lives in 1950 because he's in Texas. I'm up in the Midwest. Newman and Brinson are
2.5
East Coast
million
guys.
people.
But I mean, James, you play a lot of golf. I'm actually getting halfway serious. You play a lot of golf and you play year round because you're able to.
He's played 100 times at this course too.
Yeah, I know, and I wonder, have you played this course in like winter versus summer?
Yep.
Because like the people are talking about how the polo plays this time of year and how fast this could be. I mean, does the rain matter? Is that going to slow it down a little, or is it going to be pretty fast track on these dance floors?
It's never fast. I've never seen these greens where you're like, holy shit, they're running at like 13s because it's impossible because the POA is so fucked. And the South, North doesn't have this, right? Because North rebuilt their greens, so they're
Almost
the pull of the ocean that makes it so you can't read the fucking putts. Like I remember looking at a putt and be like, this has to go left. There's no way does anything else go left. I'm a decent enough golfer. And it's like, this bitch went right. I'm like, what the fuck
Like,
is happening?
was it, you cut out just a little bit. So I'm curious, was it away from the ocean or towards the
No,
ocean?
because the ocean's to my right, and I'm looking at this putt, and this putt has to break to the left. So
No. But it always goes towards the water.
I know everyone says it always goes to the ocean. How the fuck?
I'm dying here. But he
Like that? That's
No,
why I'm like,
this is right
oh yeah, it goes to the ocean a little bit or a lot of bit. So
I've never enjoyed.
that's my synopsis. That's why
we
like these
don't
putter
even,
guys,
we don't
like,
even
I'm
have
just
to
like, I don't
broadcast
think-
this. We could just meet and do this.
you can't putt on this golf course. So Montgomery and McNeely, I just don't like those guys. You don't make 5-footers here because you're like it's just fucked. You gotta play it.
What does the rain do to the rough?
I don't make
I've
fun.
read some things.
The Kikuya is fucked though too, but
It's-
they never. It's
It
never
sits a
long.
little bit better, right? I mean, you're not going to get stuck down in there, so that might
It's high off the
not be
face.
so bad if you're off the tee a little bit, right?
Matters if it's long. So if long Kikuya will just sit on top and you catch the ball high off the face every time, so it goes absolutely nowhere. But like, remember when Leishman won this shit where there was like no rough whatsoever? He was just spraying it all over.
Oh yeah,
the
he
place,
didn't even hit a fairway.
409 didn't give a fuck. So it just
That
matters
was
what it's
savage
going to be.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know. Like, it's just hard to know that, right? I don't know.
But and somebody did bring that up with Xander looked fine. We were worried about the injury, but also but last week the rough was essentially just a bunch of fucking dead grass.
Yeah.
Where
But it
looks like,
should have a lot of rough because it's fucking wet, man. It's been raining like
no, that's what I'm saying. Like with a back injury, I think it was Byron brought this up. He said with a back injury, like hitting out of the rough is like embarrassingly easy last week. Whereas all of a sudden, if he has to get some oomph behind it and he has to get some club speed and some strength, he's like all of a sudden it's his back hurting again on like Thursday afternoon. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like
That's
it
good
kind of
point.
scared me. I'm saying in DFS, it scared me a little towards Stoney.
And we can go there again, but that brings up a question about Xander, right? Because this is you would think that this would be the place where he would thrive, but he just hasn't. And I mean, is it I don't know what it is about it. Looking at his course history here, but I know it's not good.
It's better late.
4 missed cuts in the past, 8 appearances. Best is a T. I know 1 year he was good, but other than that,
T2.
I don't know. I know it's his hometown. I guess hometown deal, pressure, whatever it is. But you would think he would be perfect for this setup. I don't know. It's always.
I like recent form, and he looked pretty sharp last.
Zach wants to know, can J-Mass throw his Venmo in the chat so we can upgrade his Wi-Fi? Hey, look,
You're gonna need it. Yeah.
no one disagrees that J-Mass's Wi-Fi is not ideal, but look, he agreed to join us from a personal function that he's doing. Most people would not do this. He jumped on. Your Wi-Fi is always great. You jumped on for
He's Buddy James. This is fine.
This is Mr. Torrey Pines. You're getting fucking dialed in local info here. What do you want? We got boots on the ground. This guy was like dry humping a pin, like a cup on like number 15 earlier tonight, and then drove up to Napa to drink some wine, and now he's here doing this podcast. Like,
That was fancy.
This is ridiculous what you're saying, but okay.
Well, I mean, most of everything I say is ridiculous. Okay. I was going to favorite DFS play, but let's skip through that.
Yeah.
This is my idea.
We'll get there.
Rom 11-6.
Rom.
You want to
The
talk
Rom in
about
the
it?
ring.
I was going to say, oh my God, Andy, you're just
Yeah.
pulling straight out of the Stranny, the blue Stranny.
Stranding.
We love it.
Stranny's great.
I brought this work. I've had like 2 drinks out of it total.
He's a man's man. We're doing
Andy and I have never
Tito's.
drank whiskey yet.
I'm doing Tito's.
Together. I love Tito's too. It needs to get a little warmer for Tito's. I feel like we're getting a cold February here.
I drank on my
Look, let's get to the card. Let me see. Oh shit! I always forget to do this. To actually prepare and set up a Google Doc where I write down what we've got on the card. But I
Yeah,
am curious.
Winners,
like last
30
week.
minutes in.
Don't forget Montgomery, like last week.
I have Montgomery on my card.
Well, not cows.
Yeah, I mean it was a given.
Evan,
I've never
you won't help me in any
It's
shape.
Kim
or
Percy
fashion
week all week,
in this
guys.
goddamn podcast.
layered season.
Oh baby. Oh yeah.
All right.
Adding it.
Marty the party.
Yeah, a little maybe segment 3 is trivia, Brinson. Shit, I already posted it in the chat. Never mind.
Oh, actually, Newman had some trivia too, right? Don't you? That's what your job is. To
we,
give us trivia.
we could do it for Newman. Newman, who
I-
has
I-
more
I
top
don't-
tens here? Who has
Ooh.
more top tens at this tournament? Xander Schauffele or Martin Laird?
Martin Laird.
Wrong, it's a tie, 2 apiece. You're 0-1.
Well, if you count the same
Question.
year.
Oh,
We do not.
Okay. Fair. You stumped me.
So it's Martin Laird week.
that was a good one though.
Is this a Martin Laird like outright week or a Martin Laird like?
No,
DFS
God, we
week?
don't say
Or-
no,
No, you got to find the T40s for him.
he's 7100. When we were doing our one and done, Andy likes to throw a bunch of Titans in there, then he'll drop some Pat Perez at the very bottom. It always cracks me up. And Laird, Laird was
we
our
were
Pat
going.
Perez.
We were absolutely going to use Pat Perez at some point in one and done. And
My heart hurt. Like the
Jumps.
pictures, we had the memes, we were ready to fire him off, and he's off making Saudi blood money.
The thing about you that's funny, Cal, is like when Cal gets angry in chat, like we won't use Zal. We didn't use Zal, and Zal finished just second. This is major. And like Cal is, and I
And what happens in chat has to stay in chat, Brinson. We
What's
gotta
that?
just
I'm
what
saying
happens
that
in
when
chat
you hear
has to stay in
Cal has a
chat, okay?
sweet voice compared to how mean he
Throw
gets.
him
when he's
like
angry
Cal
in
in the
chat.
fucking
Like,
bus.
Cal is
I
like
like-
a sweet little like Southern. He's like, we just like to play some more.
He's like, here's my PayPal. Everyone pay me right fucking now.
He's like, I told you. He's like, send me my money right now. Zalator second. And then like it ended up being a total wash because Zal we
Okay,
did
we are cruising.
Like,
money.
you're gonna pay?
You know what I
If
did?
we hit the Masters, it's like it's over. We can just mail it in.
You're
Miscut.
shooting over
Reality 2. I lose my shit. Sorry, not sorry.
you Galaxy brain lost your shit. You're fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Who wants to kick it off with their outright card? Or we just we start doing
I have to leave in like 5 minutes, so I'm going to
Okay,
say
Andy,
it right now.
Andy,
Go ahead.
all right, hold on,
William.
Andy, before you let me see if I can do this correctly. God, I hate doing this on the fly. I should have really.
Oh, you're going to type it on the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna type it. Yeah,
You
just
get to see. You don't even know how to go full
Thanks
screen.
for stopping by, Andy. That's nice of you.
I got to beat the whip. So Two things.
You gotta get back in bed. You can have some more.
No, my daughter won an award for being in like in the band. I don't know, it's a horrible award, but she got a trophy, and then she's in a juggling troupe because she learned how to juggle. She got to juggle at halftime of a varsity basketball game. So huge night for her. We're taking her out for drinks.
Wait, what?
Too young for drinks. I mean, I'm gonna have drinks. She's gonna have like dessert or something.
Yeah,
My
Congratulations.
My son gets he gets.
Sorry, I can't really type right now. It's weird. I could get some typiness here.
You're not going to be allowed to be back on here, Andy.
I appreciate
Well, we're glad
it.
you stopped by, guys. I'm talking to you.
I'm sorry. You should be happy I gave you a little bit of my time. I've
I'm
had
thrilled that you gave us your time.
Serious.
This motherfucker starting this tournament a day early has been hell.
It really
William
has.
Salatoris, 1850.
Okay,
Damn.
Val, 18
Sounds like a bookmaker number.
plus 1850.
It is absolutely the bookmaker number.
They saved this board. Like this board was dead.
It was. God.
It was hard.
They are absolute angels.
Do you want all of them? I certainly.
You said you
can't
gotta
remember all
leave.
the
I mean,
rest of
I mean,
them.
wait,
Just give us one.
All right, just the tease. I know.
wait,
It's the only one we need.
are you behind a paywall now? What the hell is going on here?
No, we talk about these for free on YouTube every Tuesday. Me and Noonan, 10 a.m.
Oh,
That's
is
First
that-
Media. Should I do a plug? No. All right, we'll keep going. My two short ones. Sung J M, 22,
Okay.
which is that's just an easy pick too. I
Is that
did
just a number, form, both?
fit form and probably price a little bit. I
Oh,
think
is
should be-
he one of
general
those count on one
sexiness?
hand who's
Form
no
and general sexiness.
Yeah, he fits this. I mean, he fits this as like a glove. This is like the OJ trial.
You know, if I'd known you were going to make that joke, I would have had an Ace Ventura GIF or an Ace Ventura like little clip
Ooh.
pulled up.
You say Jeff around here. All right,
Yeah.
I added
He's one of the guys.
I added Matsuyama today. I didn't like it, but I added it. I got to put that in the
I
Discord.
love that.
45-ish.
Newman's about to find out why he likes it.
I got bookmaker up right here.
All right.
Newman, make sure you bet Matsuyama because
can only
the
get him at
other
41.
people in this chat have Matsuyama.
Oh, great.
Andy,
All right.
you moved the lines on Becky.
Yes, y'all did. Somebody did.
There's only 4 horsemen, pal. Sorry, man.
All right,
That's cool.
two bombs before I go.
Okay.
Why?
Because I said
Keep these like you're to yourself. There's no
I know.
fucking way they didn't even win.
I said I was going to look at these guys. I said if they're 66-ish, I'll bet them. Adam
Yeah,
Hadwin.
with the weather, I think it evens it out. So throw some.
Adam
long
Hadwin
ones.
What's the Hadwin number? Andy's got to go. Let's give us some bombs, guys.
90.
He's
Adam
playing
Hadwin
really
was
well.
90, and Alex Smalley was 100.
Love it.
I mean, those should be probably top 40 bets. Like James
Pretty
has a
tight little
point.
card.
There with you.
I just feel
Tight,
like bad players.
little card.
That's a Andy just bought a new Corvette and is like posting a picture of it on Facebook. Tight card.
Mm-hmm.
It's a delicious margarita.
All right, now everybody say one nice thing about me before I go, and I'll take off for the night.
I think that you have the third best Farmers
Give me
Open
a beard.
hat on the entire stream.
it's fair. William,
I would love to move into your house. It looks phenomenal.
thank
yeah.
you.
I'm glad you came on, buddy. That's cool.
James is frozen.
Your house is whiter than Newman.
He's that's the topic. All right, play me out. Hit me.
Hold on.
Do a music thing.
Uh,
All right, see you guys. Have a good night.
see you,
I'm
Andy.
gonna
Thanks, buddy.
watch
See you
this.
later, Ando.
I guess
Watch
I was supposed to throw you out. Bye, buddy.
Go Cole Hammer.
I threw him out. I assumed he was ready to leave.
Is my internet connection gonna be better now?
I don't know. A lot of times, you don't. It's weird when you jump on like a podcast. Like if you haven't done it before, you don't know what the protocol is for exiting.
No, yeah.
You're like I assumed Andy. Like I always just click out and bail. I'm like, all right. Like they're like, all right, buddy. I'm like, all right,
Andy's
bye.
like a pro you are.
Irish goodbye. Yeah.
Yeah, you Irish could buy it. But Andy, I think Andy, as a professional, was waiting for me as a fellow professional, in theory, to toss him out of the club.
And it's good stuff.
But I didn't want to toss him. I love that Andy stopped by. Not that anyone cares or gives a shit one way or another. But and Newman, this is, you
Like,
would.
what's
you
he
would-
doing right now? Why
You're,
can't he
Newman,
hang
you're
out
our
with
alternate. You're our alternate fourth horseman. If someone dies, you're our next guy in. Okay.
It's cool. It's cool. I'm the only one that's keeping this bad boy afloat right now outside.
Correct. That's great.
Behind the
I'm just telling you, you can't. The four. You can't have
behind
a
the
horseman.
camera. No, it's cool. Yeah, all we're here to do is hit winners and hit some DFS.
Right.
You know, so Cal hit it. Cal hit it last week, and we're going to do it again this week, right?
You hit Siwoo Kim the week before when we didn't do the show, despite the fact
I'm
that
not going to talk about that right now.
your wife, I believe, called me. Let me check my notes.
It wasn't a
I
nice
can't
word.
say it on the stream, even though I've said 15 cuss words. I can't say what.
It wasn't a nice word. I'm just
She did
kidding.
not call me nice words. Who wants to go? J Maz, why don't you, as our other guest, why don't you go next with your card if you're willing to? Actually, you share it online anyway. So
I love Tony Finau. I feel like he's not getting any play.
he's number one in my model.
Perfect place for him. He has 2 second place finishes when he couldn't win. Now he can win. So I don't know. I mean, I just,
What's the number? Short as piss.
12.
12, 11.
What?
Very
I
short.
didn't mean to hear. What was it?
I have 1350. Sorry.
No, 1350 is fine.
That's all right.
I'm calling out.
Yeah, I bet Finau
So-
1350. I mean, like, yeah, I got no problem with that.
Is
Look,
he?
I just feel like.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Is he opening South course? I can't remember.
I don't give a shit about any of that stuff.
Yeah.
he's opening South because remember I bet him 50-1 first round leader.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, yeah.
No, look,
And he's
Finau is perfect for this course. He
Yeah,
is
man, yeah.
long as shit off the tee. He's really accurate. He gets dialed in with his irons. He can get white hot putting, but like like you were saying, it's not. This is not a
This is a
putter's
putter
course or whatever.
contest. Like this will not be
Yeah, that was last week.
wins Lapoa. He's a terrible.
Yeah.
Anywho,
That's my idea.
okay. All right. Who else you got?
And then I have like everyone else, Zal.
I'll just toss a number on here on Zal. You are cutting out a little bit, which is fine. This is not a.
I'm the worst. I'm sorry.
You're not the worst. You jumped on the stream from a fucking wine tasting to hang with us.
You got to buy some more
1850
internet.
and-
Buy
Home
some
at
more
27.
internet.
Home at 27-1. I don't know why that was hung, but I grabbed that shit, so I couldn't almost stop. He's like also like my favorite golfer. So
Yeah, he's on the top, my top 10 model.
How
for
about
sure.
Yeah.
So I went top and then a couple mid bombs, and we'll see what happens. I mean, do any of these guys beat fucking Raw?
I mean, maybe not. I mean, this is Rob's.
Lock that guy up, though.
No.
So that's like part of my reasoning was like I need guys who are kind of killers who can like at least
Yeah, you don't want anybody who is. You don't want anybody who's
tear them
going,
together.
you don't want anybody who can't close,
Yeah, win it.
Yeah.
like a Luke List.
Yeah, and and that's why I love Decky. I'm gonna have to get some Decky because Decky will just look at that dude and be like, I have a master's in all the pussy back in Japan that I want. Like I'm good, mother.
Yeah, he doesn't get shook.
Look at this save right here. It's perfect. Like,
What is it? What are you doing?
this is the camera. Just the froze of the camera was
Yeah.
gone.
That's-
Oh,
you get a screenshot of the camera?
nobody heard that one? Shit.
That's fine. Everyone heard that one. Decky and anybody else, or just some stuff down the board. All right, you go hang.
Hey.
Hey, no. You go enjoy your evening. You
So,
take
do you
time
think
out.
Jason Day is like, is this fucking 07? Like, what are we talking about here? This guy sucks. I'm
Who?
not full fade Jason Day.
Jason Day, full fade Jason Day. I love it.
That's all I
right.
got.
J Mass, you're the man.
Love you guys. Thank you for
Thanks
having
for
me.
calling, man.
Yeah.
Next
Have
time
fun
I'll
out.
have a better internet connection,
Oh,
okay?
you're fine. You're fine.
Hey,
This is your
I'll see.
course.
I'll
Your
see you in
house.
Vegas. I'll see you in Vegas. We'll hang
Oh,
out.
God. Poor,
Yeah.
poor
Let's stay at Cosmo though.
I know a guy.
Hey, buddy.
Good night, guys.
All right. I almost removed Newman there. Okay. Wow. Look at that. How professional was that? Area man throws.
Those freeze frames were pretty good.
Yeah.
So do we know who
Decky, whatever
Finau
he
is?
is. All right, Newman. What you got?
Yeah. All right. So 2 things about this card. All right. So
You met one guy yesterday. Somebody knocking at your door. Is it
No.
DoorDash?
no, it's a little too late for that.
Go Puff. Go Puff.
All right. Couple things about this card.
Hey, first of all, by the way, you want to give a shout out to your wife who's streaming it back in the back room where you locked
She's
her up.
probably passed out watching.
I
so.
bet Braden's watching. You should be
Shout out to my beautiful wife if
There you
you're
go,
back there
buddy.
watching. I'll see you later on this evening. Probably who knows how long. Hope you stay up and watch.
Well,
Anyways.
that was a pretty good
Hey.
clip.
We need to hit a winner. All right. So about this card, nobody's talked about this. Cal kind of hit on it earlier. When I opened up the odds board, I almost threw up. And you get about normally 2 or 3 of these a year, right? Where it's like, okay, Oh, okay, here she is.
Yes, there we go. I love
Okay.
you. Yes, she said I love
right.
you so loud.
So we get a couple of these odds boards where you just don't want to bet them. So how I attack these are a couple of different ways, and mainly
By the way,
it's-
just so you know, Cal and I just cashed our over embarrassing yell that Braden would have on this stream.
oh that's easy
Look,
money.
it was minus 170. We laid the number anyway.
That's easy money.
Good juice.
But yeah, so I go dead middle and I work down, and then I now have this show to work out the top of the board. So we'll get there in a minute. So if you want to put at the top just a line, because I'm going to put somebody at the top. It's going to be JT. It's going to be Morikawa. It's going to be somebody up there. I don't know who it is.
Blue blood. Yeah.
Right, but down below that, I attack middle. First person jumped off the board right away. I hate it, but I had to bet it. I had to bet Justin Rose at 80. I don't think he's going to win a golf tournament at this age on the PGA Tour. But if he's going to win the Farmers, it's going to be this week, solely based off the field. So I have Rose 80, myself and everybody else apparently that I didn't know
Cleveland and
about.
New York missed overtime by like one bucket.
Oh, where'd you finish?
I'm top. I'm like 88th right now. I think I'm probably dead. Anyway, carry on. Sorry.
All right, so I am going back. I'm going back to Cam Davis this week at 60. We'll call it 66-1. It's 65. It was 65.5 on Bookmaker. I don't know if it is still there. Going back there, don't need to go into detail. Long hitter, hit fairways, hit some greens, make some putts on Bermuda, Poa, whatever. I can't remember which one it is, but
Cam Davis is starting your card.
yes, he is right now.
That's the lowest guy you've got on your card.
But I told you if you have to hit the enter,
The process.
hit enter,
His process.
you have to put a line at the top because I have to fill in somebody because I want to talk it out. So I am starting at Cam at 65-1. I went to Rose at Taylor Pendriff 75.5-1, call it 75. Again, I didn't know this was going to be a popular play. When I saw it, I bet this yesterday morning at 8, maybe 9 o'clock in the morning, 75-1. Rose 80, and then I cannot believe this. If anybody wants to buy it off of me, I'll sell it to you for market price. Alex Smalley, I didn't know Andy had him. I would love to sell it to somebody. I love Smalley. It's all about the putter for him. He's been phenomenal this year already. Hits it straight. If he can make a 20-footer, he'll be there. We'll see. So that's all I have right now. So it is Cam Davis 65, Pendriff 75, Rose 80, Smalley 100. Now, I don't want to go too much into this, but I do want to. There are two guys I want to potentially add. I do like Will Gordon. I haven't done it yet. I don't know if you are going to talk about him. Cal, you may talk him DFS. I love if I can. 125 is the best I've seen. Might be a top. Maybe is he popular? Yeah, maybe a top 5, top 10 guy. Love that potentially. And I like the kid. I like the two Germans, man. Or no, excuse me, Dietrich's Belgian. Dietrich, Thomas Dietrich, which apparently he's getting some hype. And then I like the Matthias guy from last week. He's starting to play a little bit around here, but I'm talking deep numbers. And the problem with that is I was looking, and the deep guys just don't win here. It's very rare. So, but that's where I'm at. Prince, if you want to update it and not forget it this time.
No, I like Dietrich too. He helped me.
I quit listening a few days.
He got me some DFS crowns. Dietrich is solid.
Dietrich's long on the tee. If he gets,
He's solid.
so Davis Rose.
Yeah, so it's Davis,
Smalley.
Davis 66, Pendriff 75.
66 is great on Davis.
Yeah, it's on Bookmaker right now. And I'm telling some
It's the
guys
only
that I
place
talk
to
with,
shop.
you gotta Brinson. Hey, Kellen, listen. When are we gonna convince Brinson to shop? He bets on one local. I'm like,
I mean, wherever you're flush, you're flush. I'll be thick at a book somewhere, and that's where I bet. I'm not.
I know,
gonna
but I
move around a
mean,
bunch.
yeah.
But I mean, if it's like, yeah, if it's substantial, you should probably.
I hate the Rose,
If you're
by the way.
comfortable where you're at, a bet the number's the number, the money's the same. Like, just bet your guy.
I don't see Rose winning the golf tournament. He is at 80. I don't buy it. I saw it.
Well, I wouldn't bet him if you're going to say he's not going to win it.
Well, I bet it. And I immediately 100.
Okay.
I don't have Dietrich yet. I
You
have
did a terrible job. Sorry. You don't have Dietrich. You're going to look at Dietrich.
I have Pendrith.
Okay.
at 75.
I'm sorry, I was texting someone.
And then at the top, underneath my name, put a blank line because I need to be convinced before we end this tonight of who I'm taking. And it has to be. It's going to be a top. 5 or 6.
I like this little
Mystery spot.
excuse me. I like this idea of a segment where because this is Newman always does this.
This could be a great idea. Oh, never mind.
And it's my idea.
I'm not gonna reveal it right now. Go ahead.
No, it's like Newman does this every week. He's like, I'm leaving one spot open for one guy at the top. It's like we convince him should he take X guy or this a different guy.
I'm kind of torn at the top. So the number for Morikawa was the best, but I feel like JT, the win equity, JT is the best. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay, so you have Davis, Rose, Smalley, and Pendrith. Did I get it right?
Yeah, Pendrith at 75.
Okay, I'm gonna let me update these, and then it's a lot harder to do this than you think. Meta function is you gotta be able to type on. I have two different keyboards I'm trying to type on. I can't. I'm getting texts. I'm getting emails. People are like, "Oh my god, this new show is amazing."
This is lightning compared to what I would be doing right now.
Yeah, this is much better than last week.
I'd be writing it down and putting it in front.
By the way, if you're watching the show, hanging out in chat, one local for the win. Ooh, that's interesting. Well, we'll get to that, Charles. If you have questions you want to ask about DFS or bets, first round leader, whatever it is, also in chat. Boy, I happily answer them.
So, Brinson, the guy
size bet, I mean, yeah, we can help. We're trying to help. We show our hands.
What's going to happen is now that I cannot believe how.
Oh no, Brinson, the guy that just messaged. Do you remember at the club in High Point? Yes, when we were hanging out? That's the reverse mush. Remember we were sitting there and you're like, I'll take Wake, you take Duke.
I think we won like 32 units in reverse mushing. So that fucking Wake Duke game flipped on me.
Let's get to cows.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna fill Newman's in
a second
on the top. I mean, actually, should we do it now?
No, I want to hear y'all.
Okay. I mean, well, our top two are the same.
Okay. Well, let's hear it.
So you got to pick between JT or Zal, basically.
I took them both.
No, that's who I have too at the top.
I took two swords.
I so I'm gonna just throw this out there because I have the same top two, but you probably have a better reason for it. One, I think JT's number is just too large.
Yeah.
And you look at his skill set relative to the course that we're talking about and what you need to do. Like JT, when he gets smoking on his driver, buddy, he could get loose.
Yeah, and he can roll it. I mean,
he can roll it exactly. Pure as fuck irons, incredible short game, and if he's priced like Max Homa's 20-1 and JT's 18-1, are you kidding me?
And he was watching Ron last week.
The win equity for JT anywhere in the world is way bigger. And as I mentioned earlier, I cannot go into this tournament without Zalatoris. If Zal had been 9-1, I would have found a way to parlay him with
the Cincy money line or something. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, sorry, go ahead, Cal. What's your list?
Good.
Okay. Yeah, I did take JT.
Cal. Apparently, the people need the VVIP winners.
Okay, so the VIP clients
these are the official VVIP winners.
We haven't hit an outright yet, but we've had a lot of first round leaders, and we shipped about. I think we netted 13K in DFS. So it's like a very bad good or good bad. It's good. Not complaining. I'm seeing the board pretty good. I'm all around it. Okay,
so that's what we love.
I went with JT because what I'm looking for, he was pretty much tops of my model. I want good drives. That's JT. Par fives, he gets at them. Bogey avoidance is really not great. That's his only knock. Driving distance, opportunities inside 18 is JT. Game sweep. That's not hard. JT, yeah. Good number, 18-1. Went to Zal, 19-1. Well, hang on. What did JT do here? He's
been in
39, 30, miscut. There's only a handful of guys who have just not miscut. And I try to pick some of those. But yeah, JT, I don't know if I can sell Zal this game. I mean, a lot of people talking about Zal. That's my guy. That's my FOMO. If he won and I didn't have a ticket, that would be hell on.
That's a big tax.
And then I went in the middle and the Gala. He just stuck out to me as a course fit, long irons. He's getting scrappier. Last time he played here, it was a good show, 25th. I think he's gotten better. He's grown. I like his swag. The Gala, he's got enough game. And if the weather's bad, I think a lot of these middle guys are live because they're long enough and they get it par fives.
60 with the Gala?
59. And then I also went back to Davis. I think he got humbled. He's good at this track. He's never missed a cut. He's best finished as a 32nd. We were talking about that. That's a little odd, right? It's like 30 seconds, 50s, 50s, 50s. Why is that? Probably because he eagles a lot and then catches up. If it clicks for Davis, he's going to be in the hunt. I'm looking for guys in the hunt that can score. So Theegala and Davis fit that narrative.
I'm just laughing at the fact that like it's like we're going to spend a collective like $14 million on Cam Davis before. I mean,
That's why I've said
he wins. No. I'm not knocking him. Look, I think
I have a question. Go ahead.
I think this course you want guys who are long off the tee and are capable of getting dialed in with the driver from an accuracy perspective.
Totally different from last
Who
week.
can stripe their irons, who have a good enough short game to recover if they miss the fairway, and then also maybe not great putters, but guys who just kind of get hot putting. And to Cal's, we talked about this in chat earlier. Cam Davis he's 5 events here, has never missed a cut.
No.
But it's this weird juxtaposition of
just mid
great play and dog. Yeah, it's mid. It's like, but it's like dog shit putting. So if everything clicks, he can win here.
Why? Yeah, of course he can.
There's no chance I would go to this event without Cam Davis outright.
The par fours are long, so I mean,
What was his number again? Sorry.
I got him at 65.
Should be
These are all bookmaker.
That should be a bookmaker.
They saved the board this week.
Hence why I said Cam Davis at the very beginning for my FOMO when Andy said it was the worst pick ever. I get the Zal thing, but I'm not missing out on Cam because I do want to talk. We can do this off stream, but where after the West Coast swing, where do we like him? Because I'm talking to Tim, who I'm in with the one and done, and I think we're going to go with him this week.
Who's Tim? I've never heard of him.
Yeah, you know Crowbar.
I know.
So where do you go with Cam?
Is his girlfriend Rachel?
No, I don't
it's
think
Ashley.
so.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. That is. All right, look, I'll finish. Sorry, I don't.
Right,
but
we'll
talk about that.
What were we saying about Cam? Where we go? I mean,
I would say where do you go to Cam after the West Coast swing? Right, like where do we like him on the East Coast? Obviously,
I like him everywhere. I like him on short courses. I like him on short courses more than long courses.
Cal and I, there's got to be something like some kind of like genetic disposition toward people named Cam. That's like I can't.
No, that's Cam Young.
Cam Young, Cam Davis. I can't quit these guys.
Yeah.
We
didn't know.
He's also like on my top 5 like most like biggest hits ever.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
He's got a place in my heart.
When he strikes, he's just so. See, this is where I got too many keyboards. How old is Cam? How old is Cam?
The rough doesn't bother him, right? He's Aussie. The wind. These are all the things we like about this course: playing in the wind, playing out of the rough, being long.
Prefers
Cam Davis. It's Cam. Yeah, he missed last week. I almost like that better. He got humbled. He's solid. He's working hard. Now no one's talking about him.
And give us a better number.
Yeah, it's inflated, and he's great for DFS for the same reasons.
Anybody else on the back? Who else do you have in the back end?
Yeah, I went Hideki next.
It's worth noting that Cal, whenever Cal enters his, I'm just allowing that number.
Yeah, this is out of order. Sorry, Decky was a late ad.
But Decky was a late ad because we went him in one and done. Which we can say this is. I mean, if we had like 42,000 people streaming the show right now, we wouldn't tell you who we did.
We were first. Yeah.
I was saying me, Cal, J Maz, and Andy started this one and done a year ago. And it's a bigger thing. And we Don't be offended, Newman. Relax.
I'm good.
No, it's important to us. Like,
No, but I mean, like-
doing that event was like sick. It was
It's
awesome. I
prestigious.
love it.
That's
Yes.
Yes.
100%.
We like prestige around here. And if but we're going decky in that one because we think it's a good zag off of, like I said,
The top.
yeah. There's zigs and then there's zags, and we're going decky there. So
And
we
we
don't
have
have decky
zags.
outright. Newman,
We have
you should
zags
make sure
too,
you
but we
add
don't talk
decky
about
outright. And I'll put it on the board.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I
just
don't
saying,
think I don't think he's going
you're
to
gonna
take
have
a
a new
lot.
Flobo outright if decky wins.
He's one of those you can count on one hand. The guys who've made the cut every time here. He's one of them. So yeah, sure, Decky. 45, good number. He's
And
going
I
to
added
be low
Montgomery
on.
because I know
No
you
one's
have,
gonna
you have
pick
a Taylor tax going right now.
him. Taylor Tax. He's he flirted with it last week. Very expensive water ball. Very expensive water ball on 17. Probably cost me like easily $20K.
I
Maybe
think you're probably
15.
shorting it because you went from $16,000 F.
Yeah, I mean, I had 5 of 6 T1 20K, and then the water ball happens to T2. That's fine.
It's
Not complaining.
It's a tough scene.
I also went to Pendrick. I do a 6-pack. I like 6.
It's a good number. All right, I'm adding Pendrick here.
With the side.
Okay, so I'm doing 6 with the
side of
Tay
pin.
tax. No, it's 6 with the Taylor tax.
There's a Taylor tax.
Okay, Taylor tax. Got it. Okay.
What's
So
that?
I like my 6-pack. Yeah,
what's
and that was 75. I didn't. He got popular. I wasn't out today. It was
I had
raining like
no
hell,
idea.
so I didn't drive or listen to shit.
I sent y'all a
He got-
message at 7:00 yesterday morning, and I said first click is in, and that was who it was. And
Okay,
I had
well,
no
I
idea.
mean, humble brag, you're up at 7 a.m. Congratulations.
Well, that's pretty late, but yeah.
7 a.m., please.
The humble brag is that I had a bet in before you were up, but yeah.
I bet I had a bet in before you were up.
Oh, yeah,
On the wrong
you
side of things.
mean after I went to bed?
Oh,
Yeah.
Looking at my balance here, it appears that the pack didn't cover tonight. Oh, that's interesting.
No Final Four.
Yeah.
Newman's talking about the fucking Final Four for the NCAA Wolfpack. Like, get a grip.
It's
All right.
happening. It's happening.
I don't think I wrote my down. Again, I'm working with two.
Before, what do you guys think about?
Tell for a minute while I set this up. I'm gonna write.
What do you think about the bins? Because their Ben Griffin is showing all up on
And
my
Martin?
model. I can't get him out of there. And Taylor. Maybe we go on a bender.
Yeah,
No.
I don't know. I think they're like poor man's Grillos, right? Right. I mean,
No,
Oh my
they're-
God! What a mean thing to say to another human being.
it is right. I mean,
You're a poor man's Emmanuel Grillo.
No, Ben Griffin's like he kept
It's
showing up.
cruel.
He's God, his strokes gains on the irons are hot. Bogey avoidance is way up there. His recent form is solid.
I mean, as much as you play DFS, Cal, I mean, like, are you thinking like 7-8% lineups? Or you
Yeah,
thinking
no,
more than
I
that?
probably
I
won't.
mean, you
He's
can't.
a little
You
too
can't
risky. He's I'm not see DB got the list. No, I don't see him as being popular. You can play him at 73. He's a good play. Yeah, especially if you're going. Right, we'll talk about DFS later, but yeah, if you're going heavy up top, he's
we
a
gotta
good,
take our commercial
good low
break first.
7. Yeah, that's the card.
Okay. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to. It's really difficult to do this.
Brinson, you can go to your one account you bet on. Go to
I'm
pendings.
doing it. I'm doing 2 fucking computers, Newman.
You go to pendings. And you
Newman, I
just
know how it
scroll.
works. I know what I'm doing. I have to type it into this other.
Whoa,
stupid-
you threw the Buckley out there. Actually, I don't mind that. You worry about his last appearance. Did it get him jumping, or is he just
Also, I
gonna-
have several other bets in here that aren't related to golf currently.
Oh yeah.
I got him. I got Hat Buckley at
Got a
around
bunch of
top 5 of good drives. That's important. Yeah, Buckley's in the model.
that's my card. Yeah, Cam Davis, and then I have one that I detest. I'm going to put it on here anyway. Okay, I'll find the numbers in a second. Let's see. I think these are rough. I mean, you've seen anyone who's watching the show sees it. Like we're probably going to have similar cards most of the weeks, except I got one wild.
Who's the wild one? Oh,
Here's
Lord.
your wild card.
Oh god. Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Kitayama.
Yeah,
What is he
yeah.
doing here? What is he doing?
Wow. I hope
you
you,
see
I
all the
hope
numbers. Kitayama is
I hope it's like
79 to 1. It's too short, man. He's like third in my model. What? I'm gonna bet
Lord.
it. He's third.
That's
in my
He's,
gonna be
model.
in.
that's
He's
gonna be
showing
a-
up because he does
Hey.
the things we like.
That's
Here's the thing is when somebody shows up in your model like third, you're like, I fucking hate Kurt Kitayama.
Yeah.
I can't bet that guy. And then all of a sudden he's 6 under through 9 holes on like the first day of the tournament, and you're like, you feel like you're like Joe Bluth, like I've made a huge mistake. You know, a huge tiny mistake.
When I see names like that in my model, I'll be like, okay, I messed up some digit, and let me redo it. And they keep
what I do is
showing
I'm like,
up
I'm
and
putting
showing
30
up.
what I do is I'm putting $30 on that guy, and I'm making sure I don't get burnt by him.
Yeah.
That's what we call the.
Dude,
That's
Luke
what we
Mason.
call. That's what we call the Kitayama tax, right? You're the only person that pays it, but yeah, it gets there.
That's Kitayama karma. Yeah, gotta. If he's there, then if he's in your model, then trust your model. Like it's yours. Like trust it. Who cares what?
Well, I mean, look, here's the thing: is it depends, and you like everyone who like does this week to week needs to decide what they want to do. I mean, in theory, you'd love to see. By the way, anybody who's watching this, we're gonna do one. Kitayama 79 to 1. Otherwise, you've seen all the other numbers. I think Buckley was.
He's
I think his number's
80.
low. It's like
80.
100, right?
Yeah, I'm saying like for the purposes of showing it, so we can jump out. So I don't have to
Yeah,
document open. This is the, and like I'm paying the Montgomery tax. I'm betting Pendrith. I'm probably gonna at the gala. Honestly,
Why don't you zoom out of that some?
zoom out.
Like, all it feels right. I don't know what it is. He feels
It
very
does feel
right.
right.
Who does?
The dollar.
I'm literally depositing as on Coinbase as we were like talking right now.
I mean, he's not blowing me away with anything. He got a T25, and
Yeah, but it was
just
something that
something
stood out
about
to
that
me.
guy. I can
It's
see
the way
him.
he reminds me of Tony Finau.
Yeah,
In the
very
sense
much.
of the
That's a good
swing
comp.
style and like the quick, aggressive strike.
Yes.
Like the way he drives his irons are so
Well,
like
He's
it's-
very
it's-
tall. He's
It's a compact swing and it drives through so fast, and he's so accurate, and he's long off the tee. He's also accurate off the tee. And again, like I don't want a putting specialist. I don't want Jordan Spieth here. I don't want.
just one to spike. Yeah,
I want someone who just gets hot putting.
He also opened up 67, 68 here last year.
you got 20,
I
225.
mean, I think Gala too. I don't know.
He makes shots. He's a shot maker. He can be in a
Yeah.
weird spot. And put it by
And
himself.
he's been there too, right? Like it's just a matter of time. I mean, we're talking about Montgomery closing. What about Tagawa? I mean,
He feels
double
like
the number.
he feels like baby feet out to me.
This is why
That's a really good call. I like that.
If you
comp a
watch
lot.
him play, he feels like it's like
He went off
like-
last week.
it's like
He did.
I could take if I want to hit a ball the furthest I possibly can, I have to go full torque all the way back, like where my shoulder's about to pop out of the socket and drive through it. And then like the Gala and Finau are doing this thing where they're like, and the ball goes 190 yards with a pitching wedge, and it's fucking insane.
I love his game. I've been on him on a T2. It hurt, and I just wanted to go back to him, and this feels like the spot.
What was the what was
Go back
did
to my
he
screen.
Did he lose to Cam Smith at the?
No, the T2 was
Oh, it was a tough one too. He had. Oh, it was
Yeah.
Oh, it was the one where
wasn't
Cam
John
Smith threw
Deere,
out of
was it?
bounds to the right. and
yes.
then-
It
and
went
then,
like this weird drain or something.
Tacoma?
Was it John
It might have
Deere?
been. It might have been. I know he
It was
was like
Sam
80
Burns.
to 1.
Travelers.
Oh, Sammy. Yeah, it was Valspar. No,
Travelers.
Travelers.
It
But
was
he was-
to
God, he was in
Hard-
it.
it's hard
He
to
was-
really-
well, he was a T2 at Travelers with Poston. He finished up to Xander,
okay, maybe that's what it was.
that makes
and then he was a T5 at Memorial, which
It was
was
one.
crazy.
He's like
So
no, it was a
this-
T2 because his parents were like
He was in the-
hugging him and he was
in the
crying.
he was in the bunker on 18, right? Or
He was
17?
crying
It
after
was
the round.
one. It was one shot. It was one
Yeah.
bad shot.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's close. He needs to be
but he's a West Coast
looked
guy.
at in DFS very much. In my
Would you get
opinion.
66? I'm looking at staring at a 47. I don't care. Whatever. Just like-
See, there you go.
no,
You
but I
could
mean,
just-
like, but this is one of those things too, and we talked about this last week. And Newman's the same way. I mean, Cal and I have been harping on this and DMing forever, and Newman, we same thing. Like Newman followed Davis Thompson around, or Davis Thompson.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
That's 2 first names, and sometimes you get confused.
yes.
You and your lovely wife Braden, shout out to her, followed him around Wakefield Country Club for a Corn Ferry Tour event. But it's like you got to be early on these guys.
Yeah.
If you're not early on these guys, you miss the opportunity where it's like you're like, oh, Scotty Scheffler's good. I guess I'll bet him 17-1 to win the Masters. It's like, no,
Right.
don't do that.
Well,
Actually,
he always gets second. We're holding 43-1 Masters futures on him.
But, yeah, but we're right on these guys more often than not. And this goes back to
100%.
like my theory. Right as we hit 1 hour when we said
Yeah.
45.
We'll zoom it in.
I don't.
No, it's fine. But like my theory about both golf and baseball, if you're going to evaluate it, you cannot do it strictly on the stats, and you cannot do it strictly on the eye test. It needs to be some blend of the two. Like if you watch a baseball pitcher, you know. If you know,
He
you
has
know.
stuff. He has
Stuff.
stuff.
He has l'estouff. Just like with a golfer, you watch a golfer, you're like, that motherfucker has the swing.
Right. Like
Or
watching
the-
Taylor Montgomery putt, I'm like,
Yes.
holy shit, this guy does not 20 footers. It's just bang.
I had no
Yeah.
idea he was like the second best putter in the world. I even admitted it. I had no idea. With no idea. if they
I
get
got scoop slammed on Spieth like that. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I was like in on Spieth, and then I guess like people got hot on him, and I got out for some reason, and then that's when he went on like the major tear, and I just was losing my face. And
That's
like,
the thing. It's like walking away from a hot blackjack table. You got to walk away because I remember Barry Horse got me on Wolf, and we crushed Wolf. We got him to 300-1 against Bryson at 3M, Wolfgang, and then he kind of things kind of fell apart, and you have to walk away from those guys. But yeah, I think that's why I like this
walk
show.
away, Newman. You got to walk away.
Don't
This
Please,
show,
no,
I think
that's-
you're going to find names that will stick around for seasons and be early, and your number is going to be fat, and you're not going to get some discount.
I also think that this, like the way that golf is trending now, and there's some deeper, maybe like not when we're not in the season and dealing with a tournament that starts tomorrow, conversation to be had about this, but like it's the Tigerification of, so like Tiger created this entire when Tiger was playing golf, it was Tiger and Phil and like Chris DeMarco, who looks like your like fifth grade arithmetic like math teacher wearing these like high-waisted pleated khakis.
Right, some New Balances.
Yeah, like I mean, dudes who go there and smoke it, and like he's a good golfer, whatever. There were lots of good golfers.
Yeah, sorry.
But now, like Tiger created this entire generation of golfers in Brooks, DJ, like Ricky, who I'll throw in there because I
JT.
Ricky like cut to on these stuff. Spieth, Justin Thomas, all these dudes, Rory, like all these incredible golfers. But those guys, it's just an exponential thing where those guys are awesome golfers and people look up to them. They've spawned this entire like massive flood of young golfers coming into golf. And so you have your Cam Youngs, your Zals, your Scotty Schefflers, all these dudes who are coming in, and it's like, well, maybe this is a one-hit wonder. That's not how it works anymore. These guys are like the quarterbacks in the NFL, where they are so trained throughout their entire process leading up to getting on the PGA Tour that when they get there,
They win out the gate.
Yeah.
Burns, like they win and they win a lot. It's not a one, like
Right.
you said, win.
You're like, what
quickly.
is Scotty Scheffler doing? It's like, look, this guy won 40 tournaments in a year, like 3 years ago. He's not scared of winning.
No, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like MJ to Kobe and like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Goes down.
It's the secondary wave of people influenced by the original like GOAT who are in like, and I mean, look, there's just going to be a lot of good, like, do not dismiss these young golfers because you haven't heard of them. Taylor Montgomery, Callum Tarrant, like
Cam Davis.
Thompson.
We're
Cam
not throwing away money. We're not throwing away money on these guys. These are actual, like, we've seen it. They got
Correct.
potential where we can get in early at 65-1. Cam ships it 2 weeks from now. You're going to get him at 25, 30.
Again, and to be clear, like when Scotty Scheffler,
Don't forget Cole Hammer, by the way.
It's a
he
name.
will win. He will win.
Just saying. Listen, when he wins,
He's your
y'all
he's
need
your
y'all
nice guy.
just need to move to a different country. I'm just gonna,
He's-
and
He's
don't pay
from
for
Houston.
and don't
He's
pay
from
for your
Houston.
internet. I'm
He's
just
your
saying, Cal and I had a little sidebar chat the week. What was that? I don't even remember. I was freaking out because I
all right, you
thought
guys take off to Cole Hammer while I make a new drink.
No. He is actually
I think
500
we'll
to 1
talk
this week.
DFS.
Yeah, let's go. Let's
Hammer
go.
together.
Yeah, we need to do DFS. But if Cole Hammer wins, Cal, you know that's my guy. But
What's his number? Like 300,
500.
500?
I mean, let me see. I'm on it right now. No, not many people know this. Obviously, you guys do, just because I'm.
I know he's a
around.
Houston guy. I'm a Houston kid. I know.
I mean, the kid's talented. It's only a matter of time, right? Like he's gonna morph into Bo Hostler. He's gonna start creeping around the leaderboard eventually, which he did. You know.
So your comp is Bo?
No. It's more about a Texas thing and a talent thing, right? I mean, in terms of a game and skill level or type of game, no, I don't think so. But
who's a comp for Hammer?
Oof, I don't even know.
Great porn name, by the way.
He's been so he's been so bad. It's tough to say, oh, he does this well and he doesn't. I mean, he hasn't done anything at all.
Yeah.
I mean, yet, correct. And you know, the eye test, right? We talk eye tests. We talk, you know, college golf. I watch it. I remember watching, you know, the Aaron Wises of the world at Oregon, and you know, you could just tell these kids got it. But the thing I worry about Cole is the it factor, social media type deal. He's been in the limelight since he played in the U.S. Open when he was in high school or whatever. I mean, he was super young when he did it. I worry a little bit.
Humbled between then and now because
I think so, but at the same time, you would think you'd see something outside of a week, right? I mean, we're talking. What was that when he was like co-leader? I'm looking right now. I mean, 6,700 RSM, I think. Yeah, something like that. A lot of, 7 miscuts in a row. T27 Houston, and then T5.
That's a tough track. The Houston track's tough.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, he opened 64, 66 at the RSM. I mean, the kid's. I know he's got game. It's a different level though, right? Like it's one thing playing at Texas, and anyways, it's a.
Is he Tory ready? Because this thing.
No,
really
no, not at all. But I have it in my pendings. You're damn right.
Good.
So, that doesn't deserve card because I don't. I mean, if there is anybody that ever sees this, you know, I don't. You know,
anybody that ever sees this? What are you talking about?
You got to have the right number. And
speaking of people overseas, look, I saw Teaser jump off.
Teaser is shaking it in the background. He heard Cole.
I would say this: if this was the master stream, I would have held the pee that I had to have. Farmers Open, I'm going to pee.
All right, DFS. Let's do it.
Let's do DFS.
Yep, and then let's run it up quick because this is all a Cal segment.
No, it was crazy.
What are you talking about?
Crazy last.
No, you do this. I got to take it. I got.
Yeah, you got what? You want to say pee?
No, y'all go ahead.
Newman. Oh my God! Please, Newman, mute your microphone. I'll mute you.
No, I am.
You sure?
I see the thing.
He didn't mute before he initially set it down.
I don't know how to mute. So,
Cal, actually, I should have told him because you know how fucking funny it would be if Newman did mute and was like, "Hey, babe,
I'm killing it."
Do you have any of those enemos back here? I'm like really struggling through this. Like, can't. I'm like really.
Oh, shit.
I'm told Mel Moore says my collared shirt needs its own Twitter account.
What'd you say?
My collared shirt needs its own Twitter account. Apparently, I think I did a show, like a straight CBS show, the other day where I was like wearing an inside out collared shirt for an hour and a half.
Bringing crisscross.
45 minutes. I was like, oh shit, I'm wearing a bad inside out shirt.
You just gotta own it at that point. You're like, yeah, it's my look.
No, I know nobody said anything. I was like, yeah, that's yeah, and I've had some wardrobe mishaps. I would try to bring up DraftKings. Do I have to log into DraftKings to do this? This computer's been so shitty about it. Oh, so annoying. I'll see if I can log in and we can see if we can bring up the pricing. But I guess you know what I could do, Cal?
Tell me.
I guess I could just log into Fantasy Labs or something and do it, right? Yeah.
You're even national, right?
Oh, that's what we did before. That's right. Yeah. All right. So you're watching, listening, got a DFS question. By the way, Newman.
Yeah.
Hi, Braden.
All right, I'm back. All right, what we got DFS wise?
I just snort. Mohorn thinks that my I don't think he's not. He texted me and said that my collar shirt needs its own Twitter account. For instance, loose collar. How about that? Hey, what's that? I haven't looked. I'm legitimately curious. What's the score of the Carolina game? I'm not being a dick. UNC score, because that'd be great. If good, they're up. They're up. That's good. I bet on Carolina. They root for him.
No.
They did great. They did great in life.
I
So the problem is for me is I keep having to log into these different websites because I'm on an income. You know what? No one cares. Shut up.
Soundtrack.
That-
Hey, fight for par. What's next? You gotta do 10K.
I'm trying to bring up the 10K number so we can look at it.
Okay.
Fight for part. No, you're the one who had to go
I can't find
give your
Carolina.
girl a foot rub. Not that she doesn't deserve it, but whatever. All right, it's loading right now. We'll bring it up. All right, so 10K. Well, the 10Ks are easy. So I mean, it's short anyway. What do you guys think about the top tier?
So okay, I'll just start it off.
Well, I mean, the way I
There's four
look at
guys.
the
It's
top,
Rom, Finau. Actually, you know what? Let's do the. I got it up now. Let's do the.
Can you share it or no?
I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do. Well, let's do the. Because the 10K is only 4 guys, but there are 6 guys in the 9K. I really think that's more of the range because it's about, do you want to pay for Rom, or do you want to? I might put my hat up right here. Do you want to try to go a little more balanced and start in the 9K? Right. I mean, I think that is kind of the discussion you want to have. And
that's how when I look at this, I think about how other people are going to build.
Yeah.
I went way overweight on Rom last week, like 70%, worked out pretty great. He's looking at 32 right now.
So you were close to like your second or third best weekend of the year, or like
It was going to be
you had a
big
good
match.
weekend anyway, and
And it was all
You had a bad weekend and you had a comma plus digits after. I mean, like it was.
and
No,
I just want to
yeah,
note that
because-
we're logged into my account here on Fantasy National. I don't start anyone, so Newman has starred the shit out of these guys. That's
they ask you not to do that. No, that's
Newman's a star whore.
That's what they
Star
call me.
Wars. It's like a,
You
It's
call
like
a
a
man a
baby.
slut now these days, right? Like you get in trouble for that, right?
This-
He said begging to get in trouble. I mean, I'm not calling you a slut, Newman, not anybody else.
No, it's fun. I mean,
There you go. Newman says fine. All right. So your top, your.
I'm just doing that to throw you off. By the way, go ahead.
Okay, so let me ask you this: Rom is so fucking expensive.
I was wrong last week. I think
I don't. Go ahead.
The first thing I said last week, it says I'm off Rom. Well, you have to be again, right? I mean,
that was a good call to say you're off of him.
no, I know.
Now,
And
in hindsight, yeah, great call.
no, I was wrong last week, but I mean, I might as well double down. I mean, if he wins, again, building the team, building your lineup from, again, Cal can hit on this, but building your team, start at 11-6, it's not easy. I mean, I'm not trying to do a Rom Hammer lineup, right? I mean,
Well,
I think
to start.
the public will go with Rom because everything you want, history and form, the two best things. He just feels he's got like this walk on water vibe going. 11-6. I don't think I've ever seen that big of a tag. I remember Pete
Andy,
Scotty was like,
we got Scotty 11-5 last year.
okay. Okay. 11-6 I've never seen.
I mean, I think this is the question on Rom: is what narrative / build prevails from a DFS perspective
Right.
with Rom, aka /IE /ipso facto /ergo? Does no, like people do not like to play a guy who won the week before. It is
This feels different.
sure, but it is like you can put Finau and Zal in a lineup together easier than you can Rom like by himself.
Yeah, I think
At
a
the
lot
same
of
time,
people.
this is the course where he won on Father's Day and then had a baby pop out of his wife's hoo-hoo.
That's just immaculate.
This is his favorite course. There's a lot of conflicting narratives here, Cal, is what I'm saying. You can say who, Newman. It's fine.
I told you I bought into the course narrative. He's starting on the hard course, and then he's going to get the weather on the easy one. So he's going to make the cut. But I mean, if you like, I'm not going to roster him. I don't think a lot. I think there's three ways. You either just lock them, you match the field, or you fade.
Well,
so where are you thinking right now? If you had to
20% is the field.
Because I know you aren't done. I know after we get done with this, you're going straight into it.
Yeah, that's when I start. Like I'm seeing 32. I think that goes down because he's too expensive and it fucks up builds. But I was messing around with it today. You can do a ROM. They mispriced JT horribly. If you do a ROM and JT, you can do that, and
absolutely.
But everyone's gonna be picking the same kind of guys. Everyone's gonna have like a Vegas, a Steele, a Grilla,
all right. So can I?
Jaeger.
So this is where we get into like these are our DMs. Like this is the conversations. So I think that if take that mindset where you go, all right, you go ROM. And you're like, fuck, I really don't want to be like my next guy to be like Siwoo or Jason Day. Like that doesn't feel like it's got the beef. Like I'm at least if I'm going ROM, I'm going big up top, I'm going bad down low. Right. And then you actually do it, you put it together, and you're like, I don't have the nuts for this. And so what ends up happening is everybody settles in the middle. You're like, oh, I start with JT at 9.4. Then I go Homa at 9.1. Then I got like Matt, like
no, you're right.
I mean that's see, I think that's where. And this is the galaxy brain mindset of the DFS build where almost 100% people will want to click raw. And remember, a lot of people are building their lineups like on their phone.
Princey, can you bring up a lineup real quick? Like
on DraftKings, it's
like a contest.
Yeah, it's a little tricky because of
this. Just to like plug.
Possibly. What is your question?
Well, it's not a question. It's more of a. Putting it on there, then you can actually see it instead of talking.
Well, we have this problem.
It's
fine.
It's a DraftKings location by piece of shit 14-year-old desktop computer. That's a problem. But to the point,
if you take ROM and JT, you're gonna have 7,200 left for 4 players.
Fuck it, I can go to Fantasy Labs. So we can do a Fantasy Labs and do an optimizer.
Yeah, I was just saying to get an idea of like what you could build around if you did a John ROM.
I'm just thinking it like I'm looking at this and like
that at all. I don't think
I'm saying I look at this, I'm like, all right, I can go ROM and I can go like these guys who are, way to, like in the 6K range, or I can just start JT and Zal and you're like, holy like JT. I mean, if you are not even like a generic person who's playing fantasy, just anyone who's thinking about this golf tournament, what is more likely to produce the winner, JT and Zal or John Rahm?
JT and Zal,
right?
Yeah.
Rahm. I'm gonna share this. Let's see if I can share this.
What's Rahm implied? It plus 40 is like 20%.
Maybe we can tell you that. I don't really do math, Cal.
Plus 450 is implied. What 20%?
Yeah, it's like crazy.
2 out of 10.
All right, here we go. We will. Did that work?
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
Look at that. All right, let's see. So, I don't know what the fuck the Bailey model is. Don't care. Gonna try it. All right, so all right. Let's lock a ROM, and then we need somebody really cheap. Obviously, we sort by salary instead of value here.
Well,
all the way down. We're up top. All right, so our guys are. Who?
I mean, Jason Day is gonna be the most popular 8K.
No, I'm saying, no, I mean, like, I think if you start, if you start with ROM, you need to start with your follow-up needs to be who am I playing in the 6K range?
Okay.
6K,
dude. If you play ROM,
no.
I'm saying you need to.
I mean, Harry Hicks for the brand. He actually played freaking awesome last week.
I'm not going in the 6K. I think I can build without 6K.
Okay. All right. Well, all right. So give me your ROM. Who's your second person you put in a ROM lineup then?
Yeah, follow up. Yeah.
I'm not going to do this, but I think people are going to do ROM and JT. Or ROM and Zal.
Craziness.
But do ROM and JT. and you have 7,200. I can list off some 7,200 names that you'll be like, yeah.
I'm assuming anybody who's watching this is, maybe it is a bad assumption, but like, so I moved the minimum salary down to 0. Don't ever, if you use an optimizer or any site, never have it at 99. Leaving cash. I assume the 15 million people watching this know that, but just in case they don't,
Rom JT Surratt. It's good.
no, we're just going to optimize and see what pops up and see if it works. Oh man! Oh god! What do you do? Is this a setup? Is this like designed to like? Is this a honey trap? A honey pot?
That's what I'm saying. Like you're gonna see the same
Grio,
names.
Grio,
This
you
is what-
fox! What are you doing to me?
But I mean, you look at Vegas's track record. He actually models
Grio
out.
actually
He
makes
models
total
out
sense
good.
here, too.
He's a par 5 monster. He's driving distance straight. He makes sense.
Hunting
you could
doesn't
say a
matter,
lot
so
of-
Grio's perfect.
Yeah, Ben Griffin's a hot name that shows up in models. He's 73. You can make it work. Kirk Kilian is 76. You could throw him in there too. Wyndham Clark. There's a bunch. Jaeger.
All right, so
Aaron-
and this is something that comes down to, like when you talk about Cal, like again, it depends on what contest you're in, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, if you're in, I mean, most people are already playing like there's no milli maker. It's like 100K to first, or 200K to first, or whatever it is.
It's the field size. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you just play the popular plays that everyone thinks are going to be good, you're not going to
Wrong
make it.
day.
You're going to be your toast.
It's gonna say you won $10 and you lost like
Now I kind of like this.
500.
lineup.
I love this lineup.
I love
Rom,
this lineup.
JT
Jesus
Surratt.
No, guys, I'm like anti Rom and JT lineups. I really am.
Yeah,
I think
I'm-
that's going to be popular.
So
And
where would
have
you
to be
go?
so
All right,
unique.
okay. All right. So sorry, hold on. So Cal, you think the build is going to be Rom, JT,
Rom
and then-
Zal,
and then
Rom
crap,
Homer,
like Rom plus another high owned guy or a high
Mm-hmm.
price guy, and then
9K.
roll dice.
Yeah, I do.
Interesting.
Because the 7Ks are
Yeah, I see
names that you hear on the pods. They're names that show up in models,
Patrick
but
Rogers.
everyone's going to pick the same guys.
Oh my
I
god!
know.
Oh, you're right.
So where do you? Well, you
Oh,
don't.
all right, we're gonna bounce out of this this screen and go back to the oops, sorry, and go back to Fantasy National, because I didn't realize how much the 7.9s are, or the 7,000s are. Like, I mean, man.
And it's I can tell you. The
Oh
names.
my god, this is where
Hey, have
people
you heard
are
of
gonna live.
Dean He's popular. How many times you heard of Burmeister or Will Gordon?
Yeah, but like
Dietrich.
Davis Thompson was up there. Pendrith is a hot name on the pods. Luke
Yes.
List won here last year. Hayden Buckley's popping in everybody's model. Alex Smalley. Everyone loves Ricky Fowler. Kurt Kitayama. I'm betting Kurt Kitayama outright. That means
So
something
you are
is
not going to
very-
be original with your Rom and your JT or Zal, and then
Dude.
these 7 guys, I like them and my stuff. Everybody likes them, so you have to be different. If you do want to do Rom and JT, I don't. think
Jesus,
you should.
Woodland 7-4.
Something tells me this week's going to be like, it's going to be awesome. I don't know.
I think it's great. I think DFS is fun this week because I think the ownership.
This week
is
is going to
ownership.
be.
There's not enough time to figure out the ownership. I
That's
think the
true.
weather's going to mess
This is
with
gonna be-
people.
You got multiple courses, and do we have stats on both of them or no?
No, you don't.
I think they
Well,
do.
Well, there's stats
Yeah,
on one
no.
of them.
I know
We know
one.
one's
But
harder. We know one's easier. The weather is funky.
Mhm.
And you're like, if you play the weather narrative, then you
That's
have
going to
to-
be. That's the biggest. That's the thing that obviously we're not going to dive into. But where does everybody go? Right? I mean, do you pivot off of that and just say, "Look, I'm gonna just go contrarian and go off of that."
yeah,
All right,
That's
so I
how
think,
you
I
win.
think you're right, Cal. It is. People are going two top heavy big dogs.
Yeah,
And
with
then the
JT
sevens
and with JT
Full
included,
loaded.
right?
yeah.
Well, I mean,
He's. I say JT because he's mispriced. He should be in
Do we
the
have
10.
ownership projections or no?
I'll bring
Yeah.
up. Hold on, give me a second. I'll bring
I got
up-
him from DB.
Well, I mean, they're in here
Yeah,
on
serious
Fantasy
man.
National. Here, watch.
Shout out to DB. Yeah, because I think you're. I mean,
Oh,
like
DB. I'm just kidding. I love DB. Oh, sorry, I've shared the wrong screen. 1 second. Fantasy
Like,
National Post. I mean, look, all these ownership projections that you get are. Cal and I have talked about this for a long, like, I knew we talked about this too, but it's like, you're.
thanks.
Well, no, I mean, it's just a philosophy.
I'm just kidding, man.
No, it's a
Did you win? Did you win the 100,000 in NBA or no?
No, I did not. So this is sorted by ownership. So can you see the ownership on the screen? I'm
Yeah.
flipping back and forth. Ownership's on the far
you got-
right. But you can see it's Rom is 1, Homa, JT, Zal, Cam Davis, Xander, Finau, Jason Day, Taylor Montgomery, Sung J M, Matt McNeely, Taylor Pendrith, Colin Morikawa. It's only 12. Ooh,
Does that really say Cam Davis 20%?
you can't play Cam at 20% here.
People aren't going to go back to him.
I
Are
mean,
they?
why not? He's
38%.
8-4. No, but Cal, this is your point exactly. You start with Rom or JT, and then
Right.
you load up with another big guy, and then it's so easy to land right
the
onto a
scene.
Cam Davis, Jason Day,
Kitayama.
Sung
Yeah.
JM, one of these like mid-high 8s, like low 9s guys. And then
I mean,
Pendrith at 7-1. Oh, Jesus. Chalky.
You better get original. I mean, you better start throwing out some. I mean,
So
I
I
don't even think Robbie Shelton's original. You'd have to like.
Robbie Shelton.
No, I mean he's probably going to be a little popular after last week. You'd
Yeah,
have to
no,
go
I mean,
like
No, I get
Riley,
it, man.
11%
Wiley, Kaiser.
I don't know.
I don't suggest doing a top heavy build like that. I really don't. I
Yeah,
think it's too hard to get unique.
But we think that's going to be the build, right? I'm trying to zoom out so I can scroll over.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do.
So I can show
It's-
the
it's-
odds while you-
I mean, you got Zalatoris at 9.7. You got Justin at 9.4. They're even, but you take JT. JT's going to be higher than Zal, I think.
Why can't I move this?
But
And I don't think Rom. I think Rom goes down too. I think people will wake up and be like, "Man, he is killing my build. I cannot press submit with some of these sketchy names." So where do people go? Probably Tony, maybe Xander.
Yeah.
I think you can fade. I think you can fade the
Our
10.
Xander's pick of the week.
Look, if you have an X in your name, you should pronounce it Xander.
Eggs on.
I agree.
Buddy, when it's Easter time around here, we're gonna have a field day with Xander. I'll get you. I might buy you an Easter basket full of Xander Schauffele, like
We touched on
or
Xander
deviled
last week. It all
Xanders.
worked out.
Deviled Xanders. Like
How did he do last week? We talked him up when everyone was talking about his bad back. Hey, and you were right. He was sub 10 at T3. That's how you
All right,
win a bunch of
Poor
money.
Charles says Zal, Montgomery, Matsuyama, Sealy,
DQ.
Alexander, and Endicott.
Damn. He's probably building lineups based off of
No, that's
Endicott. Hey,
But I think that's kind of the right move is to start. So
Yeah,
like
no.
instead of starting with, and look, Rom can win any tournament he plays in.
yeah.
He's the best golfer in the world by a wide
That's what I'm
margin
saying.
right now.
he's
I
not
think
going to
it's
win.
actually the second widest margin that Data Golf has ever tracked since Tiger Woods.
And that's still 2 out of 10.
So
I
like
think it's 20%.
if you build with Rom and Rom wins his second straight tournament and his third out of how many ever, and he rolls like Rom does, then you
Oh shit.
If your cat, yeah, he's
But-
not
but-
getting.
but to your point, I think. All right, so okay, I would rather do this and like this is better than ripping through the different price ranges to me.
Right,
It's all
right.
about
Yeah,
through the strategy of the like
Puzzle piece, putting the puzzles.
right because are people going to play Rom? Like his ownership is pegged between 20% and 32%. That's a huge margin. Rom at 20% is like not ideal. Rom at 32%, I don't think you can play him.
That's what he was last week, right?
It's unbelievable he won that. Oh my god, it's unbelievable he won that. He wouldn't have won that if
Like he can't walk on water. That kid almost pushed him down. That kid
Rom
you
lost.
can't
Rom
even save.
He almost lost the tournament last week.
That's what I'm saying. He's not.
He lost
can't
multiple
walk on
tournaments
water.
last year.
He's not going to win this week either. That's
Yeah.
you cannot win every single time. I'm sorry, it's not going to happen.
This is not 0-1 Tiger.
No,
I agree with you. So I think, and look, when we say shit on this show, I had a burp, sorry. When we say shit on the show, it is subject to the idea that if and everyone should be thinking about this if you're watching the show, if you're listening to this or whatever you're doing, like if the ownership percentage on Rom changes dramatically, where you're hearing or seeing like 15, like Rom at 15%, I would like Robert.
Well,
Fish.
yeah.
I
That's
will
different.
probably lock him. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we've done this. We've had this discussion so many times over the years where it's like, listen, is DJ playing well right now? No, he's not. Is he 8% owned at a major?
I want
Yes,
it.
he is.
Yeah.
Lock button. And I'm going to take my fucking chances on DJ at 8% at a major because he's from Myrtle Beach and has a giant
He's,
tripod between his
Let's
legs.
have fun.
he's the
Yeah.
DJ. Yeah.
He's DJ, right? Now, RIP, DJ on the PGA Tour. Maybe he'll be back at some point. But the
Be
point
great.
being is like the ownership matters, I think, way more in golf than a lot of other sports.
Yes.
We learned that in the NFL this year, Cal. Ownership in NFL is fuck it.
It
Like,
took me a
doesn't
long
matter.
time, but yeah, it finally clicked at the end that it's
It's
more of the stacks.
And several $1,000s to realize.
Right.
Yeah.
We got it back. We got it back.
Right. But in golf, it does matter because if if you get the guy who wins, that's it. Like if from just a philosophical perspective, if you have the guy who wins, if you think a guy's going to win, play him.
Yeah.
For instance, Cameron Davis last week. If you thought he was going to win and you were dead set of the fact that he's going to win, play him. Now his ownership percentage says screams don't play him. And more often than not, you will win by not playing the guy who's the mid-range, chalky, very volatile player who could go any which way.
You
Right?
want that guy
Yeah.
low.
Yeah,
And I'm
just-
not saying don't
if
roster
you got FOMO for Cam Davis, just bet him outright.
Yeah,
Which
hedge
we're
it off.
doing-
Hedge it
which-
off the other way. I
which
didn't
we're
bet
doing
Rom, so I played 70% of them last week. And I'm not saying don't play Rom, but get original. Like you are not
If you
inventing
play
the
Rob,
wheel
you have to zag hard the other way.
hard. Like you might even want to go a Morikawa, like 11%. How many people are going to do a Rom Morikawa?
So, all right, Morikawa is the guy that Morikawa is my guy for the week that I'm staring at. That I think, why are we not talking about this guy? He is straight as hell off the tee. He's the best iron player in the world when he's clicking. He's not a great putter, which we kind of like here, and his short game is good enough to win.
He's won a major here.
He's
That's not a
from-
problem.
He's won.
He's in form. I mean,
He's from
Yeah.
the area.
Cal will tell us about that. Sorry, I had to. I had
no,
to.
it's
I mean,
fine.
I mean, like Morikawa is my favorite golfer in the world. I mean, he has been for 2 years now. Prince,
He's-
I thought
you
you were
know
Phil
that.
Mickelson.
he has to be perfect
Come on.
because he's 3 first downs shorter than everybody else. He
Sure.
has to be perfect. He has
But
to be
I think this
in the
win, I think
fairway.
this rough is
But-
pretty
but-
punitive. Like
Yeah, but that do we negate the like off the tee, right? Where Rom's going to be a club and a half further than Morikawa. Again, Rom with an
Image,
8.
can we show your proprietary model on the thing? I think that like if I assume that there's plenty of people watching, several thousand. But the majority of like there's a bunch
they're
of
not
like,
all asleep yet.
some of them are related to Newman, some are friends from High Point. Would you guys like to see what
Teaser
Newman,
has a computer laptop up in the background with him. He's one of
would
the
you guys like to see what Newman's proprietary model looks like?
what is it? Just there's no
It's, not,
telling what
it's on Fantasy National. I'm just do you want to do 36 rounds or 50 rounds?
I like 24-36. One of the two is fine. I mean,
I don't really have the time to blend it right now, Newman. So you're gonna have to settle for it.
I
what
agree.
I'm saying is one of the two. It's
No, I'm
fine.
just saying we're gonna show what actually I'm gonna switch out. I think it's on mine right now. The point being is I think Colin Morikawa is being slept on right now.
If he's like
Actually, out. Well,
If he's
that's
got-
here.
Colin
last week.
Morikawa, he's incredible. I haven't Cal,
So
you
I have a question. Real quick, I have a question. This is for both of y'all, and this is more so because I play in the middle. Well, I lean outright, whereas I think Brinson, you probably lean a little bit more middle.
right.
Cal, you
I'm middle of
probably-
the road. Cal, you're a
Cal,
big
you're more
lefty. Cal's big
DFS,
righty.
right?
Yeah,
DFS is like when Cal wakes up, he literally goes to DraftKings. That's how I envision. He rolls over in bed. He said that he's that meme where it's like,
yeah. Cal is
oh
big.
yeah. You want to hang out? And he's like looking at his phone. He's like, yeah, I want to win. Yeah. So my question is, do you like somebody like Morikawa / JT at 94 to 9,800?
Now see that right there, what you just said. That
It's a great starting point, right? But hold on, Brinson, stop. Just let me talk. We gotta. Do you like that play
Yes,
do you,
I do.
or do you like them more so in the outright market? I you know, do you like playing both? Obviously, it cuts in half. You're
Shut
looking
your
at 7, 8 to
dog up.
1.
I'm just
Is my
kidding.
dog fine?
Dude,
So no, my point is like where do you go with this? Because we know, I mean, you give me more college JT any course in America
So-
or the world. I love.
mean, here's my answer on this, and like, I think I don't know. I know what percentage you're talking about in terms of like,
Yeah.
but like, to me, I'm betting JT because his number
Outright.
is not equivalent to his skill set.
Mhm.
outright, yes.
If
So
I
it's more
play
Collins.
Colin in DFS, I'm not playing him because I'm playing him because I think no one else is playing him.
But hold on, but
Is
Colin,
Colin
but hold on,
more
but
Colin?
Collins 22 and JT's 18.
I bet
outright.
Colin at 22.
No.
Then I'll be betting Colin at 22 shortly.
Oh, that's what did you read your
I mean,
DMs?
he's not 22.
Yes, he
I read
is.
my emails earlier. No, I don't read my emails.
You don't shop on Bookmaker. That's your fault.
Oh my god, what is? Okay.
I'm staring at it right now.
Well, then-
I sent a message this afternoon because I was like, "Why is Colin Morikawa 22 to 1?"
I'm on wait and see mode with Colin.
And
I
that's
mean,
fair.
I don't know what his mentals are like. He hits 280. He has to be perfect. He has to be perfect. And after getting chased down with a touchdown lead, I'll be late on him. I mean, it's okay to be late on
Here's
Colin.
the official Newman model for those in High Point who want to know where Newman gets his secret sauce. I've given it away for Newman's friends who are like dying for it. Brendan Steele is his number 3 guy.
Luke List.
I mean, Luke List won here last year. He ripped our hearts out.
Well, this model is from. By the way, this is
I
not
actually
a.
love it. I love this.
His
top.
trajectory since then has been.
Is that
just
Kurt Kiniyama?
violent.
It
See,
is.
Kirk
But
Kiniyama
yes,
right there.
no star. No
I'm
star.
showing Maury at 22 at Bookmaker.
I mean, I would bet
That's
more.
what I'm
Maury at
saying,
22.
like,
dude,
but I-
Maury's
He's the same as Homa. Who would you
If he-
rather bet? You have a $100 bill. You want Homa or Maury?
Maury
It's not
Howard,
even-
100 times out of 100
I'm driving a John Deere lawnmower across the country to bet that bad boy on Morikawa.
over.
I wouldn't
And we love Homa.
We're not even close.
Homa, I had one of my all-time like chat murders on CJ when he's like, you can pick 25 tournaments. Like, I don't care what it's like. Pick 10 tournaments that you want Homa to win, and then like across the entire schedule, any 10, and he won the next week. And it was
Yeah,
just
we
like,
couldn't get a price set.
I
And he
couldn't
won
pick
for
the
Riv.
tournaments fast enough. He won the fucking Riv before that. Like,
See
I
him
was
and
stuck.
Mad, they're going like this. Like Luke List. No, don't.
Yeah, I don't want
play
Luke List.
I don't love the Morikawa like where he's at. I mean, we're so early in this season; it's so tough to judge. But it's more a pedigree thing, right? I mean, you're giving me JT at 18 and Morikawa at 22.
that was my point.
But
to
that's
your
my thing.
question
Can you
was,
build
like,
a lot? Can you build a lot of all those too?
But Morikawa is going to be sub 10% on DK.
He'll be yeah.
I mean, sub 10% with a guy who has won 2 majors,
One here.
one here. He's
Yeah.
a West Coast guy. Not like is not a great putter, but putts way better on the West Coast than he does on the East Coast.
He's in really good form. Whatever happens.
Does not miss fairways.
No.
Will have no punitive rough issues.
Nope.
Is the best iron player in the world currently.
Yep.
I have no problem backing Colin Morikawa here, particularly at sub 10% on DFS. And frankly, if I'm gonna have to add another gigantic bet on my fucking card.
One of my favorites. I mean, he's top 10 in opportunities inside 18 feet too. So he's gonna put it near the cup. It's just he has to be perfect. Like he cannot.
Oh, the Tar Heels
No,
losing.
You're absolutely no. You're right.
This is embarrassing.
I'm not
Carolina
disagreeing.
loses to Syracuse in Syracuse as a 4.5 point
I
favorite.
think
find that game.
I do think Zach Mohorn is watching.
Hang it up, Mohorn.
because he
hang
is.
it up.
He's texted me. So shout out to the Hills. Hopefully they.
Oh,
get
it's
it out.
49 seconds left.
I mean,
Donaldson?
look, Mohorn, I've got a lot of stuff going on. I don't have time to create a at Will Brinson's Polo like Twitter account and tweet. Sucks to be Carolina after they lose.
They're about to hit a Caleb Love's about to hit a 30-footer to win. They just
They
tied
got
it up.
a foul,
If
right?
these assholes win and don't cover, I'm gonna be furious.
Well, you +2.
Minus 4.5.
We get to start sweating college basketball too.
Oh, the live line's minus +2.
Oh, that's actually I yell at my sorry. So, anywho,
Get past
I think Colin Morikawa is, for me, very, 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 very interesting for DFS.
So he's your X-Man from last week that we found, right? He was sub
I didn't
10.
get on X. That was my fault. I did not get on
So
X.
that's not a debate, though. How is he interesting? If you bet JT 18, how is Morikawa not interesting at 22? I mean, like they're identical pedigree. I mean, they're
I
everything's.
just said I would bet him.
You wouldn't bet him?
I
Or you
would.
Okay, you would. Okay,
I'm
just
trying to
curious.
bet him.
Yeah, I'm just trying to judge the two.
I'm too busy
right? Like-
navigating this whole streaming situation that we got going on.
Right.
Okay.
All right, let's hit middle.
Well, I mean, my argument is
Let's start
JT 's
matriculating through
better.
the
Yeah.
salary.
Get off Trevor Cohn off the model.
my argument would be JT's better.
Man, all right. So you know, we're gonna stick here for a second because I think no. I mean, I'm serious. Like,
No,
look at
but
No,
we're
it's a big decision up top because
No,
you need
it's
to
like-
make a decision.
It's
It
everything,
has-
right?
But-
yeah, because the
I
nines
was gonna
are
say, Taylor Montgomery 9-2 is fucking insane. He's
And he's
sandwiched in
20%.
between Homa and Sungjae M and JT and Hideki Matsuyama. That is a crazy number.
the
Who's the
entire
right-
nines.
who
The
in their
entire
right
nines
mind
are
is looking at
20% owned, minus
20%
Hideki.
at 9-2. So we're,
I'm
this is-
showing
all right, so
Montgomery.
we're getting recency bias where it's Rahm plus Taylor Montgomery, West Coast. That's what we're getting is recency bias here.
Is it
I heard
though?
something. I
mean,
heard his dad. Like, does his dad run?
what does
Shadow Creek?
Taylor do the best? He's long and he putts. That's kind of what you need to do here.
If he's 20%, I will not have a single
No.
share of Taylor Montgomery.
Can't do
Does-
it.
I heard his dad's like. Is his dad the like golf guy out at Shadow Valley or Shadow Creek, whatever it's called?
Is
out in
that
Las Vegas?
that was Matt McNeely.
No, it's his dad. I
No,
heard.
no, Taylor. Yeah, his
Oh,
dad's involved. This 9K range is
This guy didn't even win a golf tournament, man. We're betting him outright.
Did he also
Sitting-
snake one?
Get
Fuck
him
you,
out of
Lord.
here. I'm.
Tell my family to
He
tell
said,
my
"Did y'all-"
family-
he
tell my
said, "Did-"
family to take their business elsewhere.
He just texted me. He said, "Did y'all see that?"
No, we didn't. I heard somebody scream and somebody texted me, "Fuck!" Heels just buried one to go up.
Yeah, oh yeah, they buried it all right.
All right, that's it. No more business for the Mohorn business. The Brinsons are out of the Mohorns based on the Syracuse UNC final. I'm just kidding. But you could go unique up top here. We're not talking about Carolina. This fucking.
you
podcast.
could still pick
All right,
Ron.
what about this, Cal? Colin Morikawa and Hideki Matsuyama to start.
Well, now you're cooking with gas.
That's,
That's
weird.
that's the kind of build that wins you a bunch of money.
It is. All right, let's see what happens if we do that. I wish I was good at this. I could share faster. Let's run
So you got-
Colin and Hideki. We're
It's
setting,
1900.
we're setting our ownership to 0.
If anyone has any like contest selection questions or anything like that,
Any questions? Unless there are questions about Carolina. We don't care about that. Heels,
So-
unbelievable, these guys.
you're leaving yourself with 750, which is not far off from our ROM and JT builds, right?
Oh, that is polar opposite. Exactly. Yes.
It's the same but different.
It's the same.
Yeah.
Wait, so it's basically the same price as Rama JT.
It's very. I mean, yeah.
It's just negligible.
500
different.
you have a little bit more. You have $500 more dollars.
But you have probably
20%.
22% less ownership.
Two people, 20%.
I'll let you know.
Look, these guys are max. Look, you can see it right here on the labs I'm sharing right here.
Mhm.
It's they're basically at
You're the best.
21% combined for Colin and Hideki.
Then you got Rom at 32
They
solo,
call that.
and JT, who's going to be. I
All right, so what
imagine
shot
top
would you
three.
like? You can't go JT with those guys, right? That's too much.
One little trick I like.
7,200.
Trade I like is
Run the basis says I think they're going to skip the entire 8K range. What do y'all think?
I think that skipping the AK. Well,
I think you need to skip certain people. I don't think you should play Mav. I don't think
he's saying like the build with the ROM JT thing. I don't think they'll skip the entire AK range. I think they will. I think you have to. I think you go ROM JT. The Cal was saying that you dive into the you scoop one guy out of the 8K range as you think you feel good about making it, and then you sort of scuffle around the 7K range, right?
Yeah, but you probably have to dip in the sixes.
You 100% do. I'm trying to think what you do here.
I think if you're gonna do that top heavy build, you go the 210s or a 10-9, then you kind of have to live in the sevens.
JT's at 21%. That's a bit much for me.
No, because he's priced wrong. He's gonna Homa, JT, they're gonna be much larger than what it's saying now because they're priced wrong. Everyone's gonna get on them. I think Homa's gonna be the most owned.
Homa's ownership is gonna be outrageous.
Zalatoris, I think people are gonna get a little shy on Zalatoris when they start pressing submit.
Really?
At 9.7, and you go down to M at 9.3,
Or JT at 9.4.
JT at 9.4, JT at 9.4. Like he's
Or
almost
go
like,
up to Or
that's why you bet JT and you hedge out. You don't need to bet him in.
ooh, what about this? What about this little number? Colin Hideki, the Gala.
Okay,
That's the guy that's rapping. I mean, I've literally
that is
30%.
30% with your top three, and you got three guys you can fill out, and we don't want to go chalk at the bottom. Do you have
How much money do you have left?
7.4 per guy?
Oh,
Who do you want to look at here?
this is where
Bonds,
it's
put your
fun.
boy in there. Put if you like Kitayama, he's in your model. Why not?
Oh my god, what are you talking dirty? It's late, man. Woo!
So now we're looking at. We
This is
still don't
bizarre.
have to go in the sixes if you want to. If you
Don't
want to
have
get frisky,
By the- This Syracuse call is so bad. I can't.
I don't want to see it, dude.
I know it's bad.
About it.
I mean,
or they shooting free throws.
I'm not texting you back,
no,
Merlin.
it's so freaking ridiculous. Super ridiculous.
Who else do we want in this? So we got 7-3-5 left.
That's
for two
still
golf
way
teams.
out.
This is our. I gotta reserve a contest here.
This is
NBA
where I'm saying the segment's going to be good.
I won money, but not a bunch. Boo. God, NBA is so fucking hard to win. Thanks.
That's why you have
Bradley
to.
Beal.
That's why you have to.
Fuck
That's
you,
why you have to.
Brad Beal.
That's
Get
why you have
9
to.
in the first 3 seconds. You finished with 30.
That's why you have to pivot to tennis, Brinson. One day you'll learn.
Jesus, this lineup was the nuts too, except for Brad Beal.
Well, I think you need to look at. Do you want anyone in the 6K? Is anyone?
Oh my god,
Koimer.
rub water myself.
Carl Yuan is getting talked up.
No,
He's going to get probably the most popular 6.
I don't want any part of that at this course.
I like Ekrog, like buddy Run the Bases was saying. I like the Bens for the bender. I like Ben Taylor, Ben Griffin. I'm going to try to stay out of the 6s because I think I could build unique enough without dipping down that low because they're 6K for a reason.
All right, do you guys want to like enter like a what kind of lineup do we want? Like what kind of contest we want there here?
But I think it needs to be live screen, and then we end it that way, right? I mean, like.
I'm just saying, but I want to reserve it right now in case it didn't fill out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's like that's what I was talking about before.
My favorite contest this week is the 100K up and down. It's 88 buy-in, 20K to first, 1,200 people.
And that's what I'm saying, Brinson. If you can show that,
Is that full?
way, like,
I can't. The DraftKings thing is hard to. It's really.
There's still
hard.
200 people left. I can fill it in. I mean, shit.
No, I got it. No. I'm saying like it's showing it on. It's a situation with my browser and the location. Like I can't do it for like. It's like I can't log into DraftKings. It's a long story.
Yeah, we can pencil it in and do it later. This lineup, I wouldn't mind putting in the 35,000 entries in the pitch and putt.
I like that.
200K to first.
By the way, DraftKings, and like I respect them for doing it like this because you're trying to make business, but like they bury some of the better contests.
Oh, this is awful contest selection. Like a lot of the good qualifiers for the fantasy.
How many
World
entries
Championships
did you do in the 88?
I usually I try to stick around $1,000 on those contests. I did 15 of them.
Okay. All right. So why don't we do we'll do
There's
one.
only 200
we'll split one
spots left.
88 and we'll put it in the 22 and then it says 108 split 3 ways. That's 9
Yeah.
actually. That's perfect.
miss it.
Okay.
What happened?
About 4 with 10 seconds, it's over.
Man, y'all are sweating a game without me. That's brutal.
No, we're not
No,
sweating
it's-
the game. We're hoping Carolina
not-
lose.
We just Cal, it's a,
There-
it's
oh,
a
there's-
different. It's a,
Yeah,
It's-
there's no
it's-
sweat. There's no sweat here. It's just like a
it's
pure
different
hate.
up here, in
We wanted Mohorn to suffer.
it's different up here, man. Like you just want them to. You can't say the words, but yeah.
Cal,
We'll
how do
get
you
it.
feel about Cal? How do you feel about the New York Yankees at any point in time? That's how we feel right now.
I mean, yeah, okay. I get that.
Yeah, no, we're like, there's no. I actually had money on the team that won, and I was rooting for them to lose.
Just spite.
Pure spite, yes, pure spite and hatred. Exactly. Okay. All right, so we're gonna do our lineup. This will be our. This is how we get out of here. We're
Way
we're not-
over.
we're not locked in. What's that?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
Horn, I
Yeah.
told you, don't text me. I don't want your text. Text me about Carolina win. At Brinson's shirt's gonna text you. Okay. So the $88 one.
I can
We're
hear
not
my
locked in
mic
Kitayama.
snoring from here, by the way.
What do you guys think about the Colin Morikawa Hideki start? Or Colin Hideki
That's on y'all.
Gala start? I like that.
Okay, so Collins won a major here. Hideki's never missed a cut here. I think that's a pretty good start.
And the Gala was right there.
20% combined. I mean, Zal is 21. You're getting two guys with win equity.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a good start.
I don't like the
Exactly.
I don't like the Kitayama and Tagala ownership, but that's cool.
Is it
Y'all-
the 20K to first 88?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
It's not a lot of people. It's realistic. A realistic content. That's the one I did last week. It was 55 and T2'd it for 10K. What's
All right, so-
their payout structure?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. But I've got
Yeah,
but
same
I'm
thing.
saying, I'm saying
20,
this
10,
week,
5.
this week I've got us. I've reserved a 88 and a 20 for us for this
Perfect.
lineup we're about to build.
Perfect.
Because if it's the nuts, Newman. By the way, Newman on I think it was Thursday. I was like, fuck. It's like fucking Aaron Wise just screwed me. He's like our payout's only 2K for that first place like thing.
He
I
was
like,
our
"Oh,
light
Newman,
bulb."
I have him in like 50,000 other light, but we ended a $150 entry. But it turns out that was there was a wrong contest. It was like a 70-person contest. And
I
It was
just learned that right now.
Oh
That's
god,
what
we
you
looked
did on
really
Thursday.
smart. We looked really smart for about 16 holes, and then that dude
hey,
doubles.
we nailed that tournament.
We
We
peppered the
just
shit
had a
out of it.
couple.
Outside of me fading Rom from the first minute we started last week.
Well, fading Rom, you got you either in a Rom or you're out of Rom. I mean,
Yeah.
it's,
If you listened to this show last week and played most of the names we said out loud,
when you went to bed on
probably green.
Thursday night, you were like, "I'm rich,"
Oh yeah.
and then on Sunday, you were like, "I hate that show."
yeah. But for 16 holes, man, we were it. We were it.
Why is you kidding me?
Double. Can you believe that? It was like 15 minutes.
What's your line?
Yeah,
What's
I
your
did
line
feel
on
bad.
Rom?
I did fit bad for Cal.
What's
man.
your roulette line on Rom?
Say it again.
What's your roulette line on Rom?
Roulette line. What do you mean?
Rom's the green square. He wipes out.
Oh
everyone.
yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah, that was a,
No one
Oh.
plays him. No one bets him. And when he goes nuclear, everyone
Wipes the whole table. Dealer takes
out.
dealer, no glass, just all the
So
shit.
he's like, "Have you had a nice evening, Mr. Calhoun?" Just
You're like,
swiping
I'm
in
playing
front
my
of you. He's
lucky
like, "Mr.
numbers.
Benson, I
Here's my
see you
birthday.
lost again."
Yeah. No, Rom,
He's like the
Rom is
heel-
the
he's-
green. Rom is the
Yeah.
green zeros. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Exactly. All
hit
right.
the hill of golf, right? I mean, like
He's not going to win this week. He's
He's
not
not
going to
gonna
win this week.
I agree. So the Heels. Oh, that's cool. The Heels won by 4 after being a 4.5 point favorite. Fuck you, Hubert. Dude, this is how I'm getting fired. Just yelling "fuck you, Hubert" into a StreamYard.
Is that frowned upon? Okay.
Apparently. Okay.
oh, shoo.
That really shapes my balls. I'll be honest.
put some more bets
Carolina, Carolina won by 4, and I took them at -4.5. Are you kidding me?
You're smiling.
You have to.
That's hilarious. Who is
Yeah.
laughing right now? I mean, it's hilarious.
Thick skin.
There's a
Thick
knife in
skin.
here. My God, what is happening? Stab my thigh just for fun. Okay, so let's get back to business. Jesus Christ, what a bunch of assholes.
I do
I
like
cannot
this.
imagine. I cannot imagine hating a thing more than I hate Carolina basketball.
It's bad, man. I can't just focus on the will.
Is
The
this
good
a
news
good?
is, the good news is, Carolina football hadn't beaten us in a while.
Is this a good price for Thagala?
No, it's a terrible price. It's a terrible price. 8,700 is way too much.
Kurtziyama's a G less and projected higher.
I mean, okay, so let me ask you this. We're not locked into these four guys.
Mm-mm.
I like the idea of starting with some combo of Colin, Decky.
You can even put some chalk in there and get
Sal,
weird elsewhere.
JT. Yeah. I'm not locked into these. I was just sort of doing like a dicking around and seeing like what we come out with.
But saying it out loud, it's not the worst start because you got a major winner who's
Look
one
at
year
the-
done
look-
it.
look
You
at
might
the
have a chip on his
decisions
shoulder. Hideki's never missed a cut here. I mean, that can happen, but
I'm gonna have to get on freaking Hideki. I know
is he?
I am.
He's starting. Hideki's starting on
40
North.
to 1, dude. And he is if Hideki is piping his driver and hitting his irons,
Hey, you see this?
Hideki's starting on North. Okay.
It's fighting
Where's
for par.
Colin at?
That's all we care about.
Maybe we should look at that.
remember
It's all-
Hideki in the fall/winter season last year when he nut jobbed that 3-wood to
Oh,
like 3 feet in the playoff? My God. I mean, if Hideki's dialed, Hideki is dialed.
no, and James was
Look at
saying
the
it right too.
percentages.
Like he's not intimidated. Rom's not going to shake Hideki. That guy's
Right. He's not going to shake Colin
Superstar.
either.
That's a good take for that James at.
So
for
I mean,
sure.
so that lineup that I had last week, where it was like Burns, Poston, Day, and it was like everyone. It was like
That's
50%.
fire.
Right? But like that's what we should. I mean, you could just
My
win.
betting card looks like my DFS cards a lot of the time,
I like
and
this.
that's how we did it last year. I bet we had Day, we had Wise, we had
Last week was
So the question is, I mean, like, do you guys want to start the card like this, or do you want to start this lineup like this? Do you want to pivot to something else? I can do anything.
I think if we're going to go
Jared?
top heavy, these are the top
Oh.
two guys. Who go top
Oh
heavy on.
God, do you add Grillo at 7-3?
well. The question is, I mean, Cal, I know
Going
he's
back.
all, Cal. You're off on Morikawa though, right? So why don't we just put JT in there instead? Since it's
I'm not
all like
off on Morikawa, but I just
But the-
I don't.
but to play you want to play
him,
perfect.
him and
you're
JT
right.
should be switch prices. Him and JT should be switch prices. In my opinion.
Totally
We
agree.
save money. We save money. Oh, we save
Well,
6,000. We get.
We should flip. We should flip Colin for JT.
That Colin Morikawa ownership percentage, by the way, is too high. He needs to be like
Jake.
7%.
JT's going to be very
which-
high on.
JT's gonna be like 30%, and Colin's gonna be like 7%.
And that's fine. We'll go. We'll dip.
No, I don't have a problem
further.
doing either one.
But Cal's right though, right? Like
JT, I am fine with JT. I love JT. I'm a JT stan. I think JT fits this course perfectly. JT
I
has
he's
explicitly
got the
said he loves
sickest game.
playing this course.
I think he's got the
Saves
sickest
$600.
all around game.
and the win equity is. Whew.
Well, it's the
Um,
same. It's the same. It's just I would. I'm not arguing
nice.
either way. I'm down for either one. I'm just saying that I think JT will be 25% plus, and I think
Which
Colin will be
means-
sub 10%.
Yes, if JT's 25, he's got a T5 or better.
Well, think
to
about
get there.
what we just said. You can save $600 by going from Colin, who no one wants to play,
Mhm.
to JT, who multiple people in the industry have mentioned or discussed.
Mm-hmm.
JT's. It doesn't matter if JT wins. I'm just saying.
I like Hideki. He's playing on the north. Colin, I think he's playing on
On the
south.
basis points out of the chat, Colin's north south and JT is south north. I'm not
Colin's
trying to
north-
sell it either way. I'm just sort of
Yeah.
walking through it. That's all I'm doing.
Yeah,
Colin's north south.
yeah, he is.
Then yeah, that's it. That's what I'm buying into, the north south. So Colin Hideki, 20%. Two
chance,
players
right?
at 20% with win equity.
Let's remove my boy Kiriyama here for a second.
God, please, that's giving me nightmares. I'm just gonna be
I think the Gala's price tag is kind of annoying me.
Yeah, but he might be like 6%. He might be like 5%.
What's the
I have to bet him to win. I mean, before we hang up, I mean, I have to.
I bet the Gala.
I have to.
I'm saying that, like, if you have Morikawa, Matsuyama, and Thagala, and you have a combined 27% ownership, you have some massive fucking leverage on this field.
my go-to is 80 to 70% combined. So we are well on track. and
Right.
we have a budget of 74 per.
Yes.
And there's some juicy. We can even
No,
we
no,
can
look,
even get
I'm
chocolate
fine
in a
going to
70.
JT. I'm fine getting off the gala. I don't care about. I don't care about any of them. I'm just sort of. By the way, shout out
This
to us for
lineup,
not
this
staying
lineup,
under 2
and the
hours.
$20 big one, maybe JT in the shorter field.
No, we're putting this in the 88, and we're also tossing in the 20 just in case it nuts the 88. You can't nut the 88 and have the nuts and not have it in the 20.
Yeah, that's why you press max bet on the slot machine. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
It's like, would you also like to put this in here? Yeah.
We'll take your extra 20.
I think
Well,
this
yeah,
is
no,
sharp.
this is your
I think
point.
it's sharp. I think Colin Hideki is sharp.
Sorry, I'm depositing on Bookmaker. 1 second.
You don't have to play low in the gala if you start Decky Morikawa.
That's
Right.
a good point.
Of
That's a
course.
very good point. And he's 9%. It's not even like he's a high percentage.
Okay, so all right, so what? All right, let's all vote for our. Let's vote for our. Let's just vote for it. What Newman,
Yes.
Colin, or JT?
How many people were in it in the contest?
One's got
1,200, and then the big one.
yeah.
The
Ignore the big
88.
one. That's $20. We're just talking
Yeah, but the 88 though, right? It has 1,200. I'll go.
1300.
1,300.
I'll say JT there.
And listen, this is I may vote JT. I love JT. I think JT's.
Colin's like
I'm
my
gonna
favorite
vote.
golfer.
I'm gonna vote Colin because I think JT owners. He's priced wrong, and people are gonna see it. They're gonna jam him in
Really
there.
fun.
I'm going.
That's fine.
Now and look, the other thing we do, we can go Colin JT start.
Now I bet JT, and I will not bet Colin.
Right.
I'm
JT too.
wait and see. I'm wait and see on Maury.
All right, I'm voting Colin too because I think Colin is sub 10% ownership when the cards flip over at noon tomorrow. And
Yes,
that is
and I kind of want to hedge my outright with some DFS
Yeah.
Colin. That makes
Hey, look,
sense.
like Colin Morikawa is one of the 5 best golfers in the world, and you're getting him
100%.
at sub 10% on a course that like he's won a major on that begs for
This is
accuracy
the
and iron
trophy.
stripping. Yeah,
He might be an animal and have a chip on his shoulder with Rom and come out there just fierce,
right.
or the other way. I'll
Colin
take
Morikawa.
Colin.
I'll tell you this.
He also
Yep.
hits long irons and can't putt, so it fits perfect.
Colin correct. Dude,
Just
Colin
saying.
Morikawa is not sweating that L he took on that tournament. He's won 2 majors. He is
He
not
probably
sitting
wants to
around
get out
thinking
there
like,
more
"Oh my
than
God, I can't believe
anybody
I-
else.
can't
He's
believe I shit my pants at the Sony Open."
He's close. He's close.
He's
to
not
the
thinking
nuts.
about it. No, or was it the Sony? Whatever it was. He doesn't care.
The
Does
TOC.
it piss,
yeah.
does it piss him
The
off?
Citroen.
Probably. But he's won 2 majors. You don't think this guy can get up for the fucking?
Well, now he gets
Farmers?
back to his wife and his Labradoodle, so he's fine.
I'm just saying, like when you're a multiple time major winner, you're not. Look, we talk about like if you're Kevin Kisner loses the Wyndham on a bad putt,
Whew.
maybe that affects him the
We've
next
won that,
week.
but yeah.
Colin Morikawa is not affected psychologically by losing a tournament early in the season when he's got multiple majors at home. He will be back. To your point, Cal, he might be back with a vengeance. All right, so we're locking Morikawa,
And he's north-south, right? So
and he's north-south. Do we want to go lock Hideki?
I think he's
We don't
sharp.
have to.
I think he's sharp. He's never missed a cut. He will be the lowest owned from 10 to the bottom 9, the lowest owned player.
If you could look at my
He'll
eyeballs,
be lower than Colin.
I'm
right?
on Bookmaker
Yeah.
and I'm thinking about betting it. So like I love it personally.
Yeah, he's your actual FOMO bet. All right, so
Yeah,
Colin,
it
and,
might be.
Yeah.
Now that and that's why I don't know.
you're,
that's why I'm here.
and for
I
this-
still. Hey, by the way, if you go to the Google Doc, I still have not filled in my
you
top
should
bet.
plug our Twitter account, Newman. What is it?
Oh,
At,
yeah, we got to fill that in.
What,
at
put in
loves to
Jackie?
sweat at newmansweats.com or
No,
Running
I
love.
see y'all laugh. You just wait.
I don't
You
remember
just
what
wait.
it is. I'm
Sometimes-
asking you to plug
Sometimes
it.
you just have to have a vision, aspirations, guys.
Thanks, buddy.
You'll see me.
What, no,
He
what
has
is
a
it?
vision board.
Just
Nice.
watch. Hold on. Where's my how do we change my background? I don't know how to do it.
What
Anyways,
is it? Just say the Twitter account at handle
it's time to sweat golf.
at real meat sweats at real meat sweats on Twitter.
No, it's time to sweat golf. It's got a picture of Harry Higgs sweating in a polo.
Actually,
That
at real meat sweats on Twitter is my buddy who is a that goes to Clemson. Anyway, moving along. Okay.
The low life is still in limbo, right? Are we locked on?
We're gonna do a vote.
Okay. No, I'm talking about
Oh,
the name.
Oh yeah. The name is totally in limbo. We have no idea what the name is going to be.
I like the low life.
All right.
For
Do you
the
want me to?
record.
Ooh, I like the low life.
The low life.
We've talked about this, Brinson. See, Cal, he's so out of it. Sometimes you just have to.
Everyone knows this, Newman. Just roll along with it.
Cal
Enjoy
said, like,
the ride.
Cal
I
said, like,
parachute in, and I build a rundown. First of all, okay, you know what?
you literally parachute in.
Hey,
Let me put these outrights in.
okay, that's fine.
Go
You
ahead.
deal with this while we talk through the gala, because Cal does not want the gala in this lineup. Run the bases points out.
I agree.
We don't need a low. I like the gala here. Now the question is, could you? Oh man, you know what you could do here.
With the Gala at 87, we need a T20.
You know, who you could click here.
Come on, man.
God.
It would take
you don't have to go on the sevens.
7-2 for
you-
Pop left, and you
you
got
take-
Colin, Decky, and JT.
In the Club Pro. So
What are you talking? No, you got 7-2 left. You can easily get there.
okay.
That is a swing dick top end.
Well, you better hit those-
I'm just clicking stuff. I'm just suggesting stuff.
you better hit that Club Pro at the bottom.
You're nuts.
Would you rather save some money and go home?
Actually, I like Higo though.
You could go like, dude, you could go Higo, Svensson, and Binion and JT with this group right now.
By the way, I just want to point this out. Steven Yeager last year, I think he was one back, North Course, first round, missed the cut last year.
Jaeger's going to be very popular 7K.
Is he really?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Well, I'm just saying he was one back
like-
after the.
Like run the
I don't-
bases
I don't-
thing.
even if I have like the low ownership stuff up top, I do not want the super chalky low price guys.
Like Cam Davis last week.
Right.
What's Jaeger's percentage? Sub 10? Super.
I would help.
Anything
I hope,
over
I hope so.
10?
I hope so.
He should be.
I don't know if
He should be like sub 5, shouldn't he?
I'm going to guess 8.
5.
Steven
8%.
Yeager?
Sub 10.
Oh, you're gonna have to.
God damn, if he's 89%, you definitely don't play him.
But I think he's one of those guys that people are from our ROM JT builds that people are going to flock to.
Yeah. I see
Look at
that.
this.
Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me.
But it is fine because we're so unique. But it's just how much you love him. I mean,
No, I don't love. I was just saying that he
And
was
Bedham.
really
All right, here you
good.
go. Here you go. Here's your. Can you see the ownership on the screen now?
yes.
All right. So Rom at 38% according to Fantasy Labs. Holy fuck.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
Jaeger shot 65-77 miscut. He was 2 back after the first
I
round.
cannot
before.
believe Cameron Davis is that high. That is
crazy. That's
beyond
crazy.
me, dude.
By the way,
I mean, I
Fantasy
know we're
Labs,
all looking at the same numbers, but
Fantasy
after
Labs
last
picture
week-
scrolling. My God. I just think it's 8,400 is really it's what we were talking about earlier, and I think Run the Bases mentioned this too. Is like basically you click. It's your theory, Cal. You click those two big guys up top. You're like, oh, then I can it's like Cameron Davis 8,400. It's really easy to fit those guys in there.
yeah, it's polluted down there. You're right. I just have a hard time believing that Davis is higher than Day. Did Montgomery drop off? What was Taylor's?
The scrolling on Fantasy Labs is so terrible. Pendrith at 13% is terrifying.
Wyndham Clark, Stamp. We haven't.
I have
mentioned
no
him all
interest in
night.
Wyndham Clark or Smalley above 10%.
Would you pay 100 more for M over Montgomery?
Yes, it's not even
yeah.
close.
Yeah, it's
Right.
Not even close.
Here, yeah.
God, that's an insane.
Anywhere.
What is happening here?
Wyndham
I know you won't
Clark-
count
Decky, man.
anywhere. Wyndham,
Decky's
dude, Wyndham Clark.
Do you have your Decky bet in? You better have your Decky bet.
I'm waiting for my money to deposit. Literally, like I'm refreshing as much as I can over here.
No, that's
20%. Yeah,
it's
20%
insane.
is insane. Let me see what else.
He burned everybody. He was the darling. But, I mean,
Labs
the
is
numbers are
sometimes
numbers.
weird. I'm gonna try. Let me see.
I have Cam Davis at 8%. So ownership doesn't
I
matter.
think generally speaking, golf ownership is probably the worst relative to other sports because it's entirely dependent on like everything happens on Tuesday for tonight or Wednesday.
That's
normally.
why this week is so much different. right?
You're telling me you lost your balls on Cam Davis last week, and you're just going to click Cam Davis again? You got to be
I
a
bet
Cam
him.
stand to do it.
I bet him. Did not play him in DFS.
Right. Last week. I had him in I think, yeah. Let's see if I can do, let's see. Fantasy National knows ownership projections too. And these things are all over the place though. Like you can.
It's not a science. I mean,
It's not a
it's
science. So for instance,
buzzwords, it's searches, it's clicks.
So for instance, Fantasy National says Zalatoris will be the number one owned guy at 22.5, followed by Home at 20.7, Finau at 20.5, Rom, Xander, Day, Sungjae, Justin Thomas, Ben Griffin, Taylor Montgomery, Cameron
Ben
Davis at
Griffin.
12.1. That sounds about closer to what Cam Davis should be.
Ben Griffin,
I
7,300.
Do you want to play Cam Davis this week?
Kinda. Because I don't believe this number. I don't think people are going to do
Is
it.
Cam at
He's
20 is
never
Cam at
missed a cut. He's an Eagle beast.
Is Cam at 12% at 8,400 good? I don't.
But
I don't
he
I'm
needs to be
out of
lower
the-
than
I'm out of
12.
the intersection there. I'm just curious.
He needs to be low. He needs to be sub 10 to play him, I think.
Let me see. Let me check.
I'm not playing him at the number that they're showing right now. That's for sure.
Yeah, 20% is but again, like this is sort of what I was saying is it's like everyone sees Cam Davis at 20%. It's like I'm not playing Cam Davis at 20%. And then everyone wakes up and Cam Davis is 8%.
Then it's a
And
domino
they're like,
effect.
whoa, well, that's weird. He burned everybody last week and his percentage was high coming into a short week, and suddenly no one played him. It's like, well, yeah. Because no one wants to click the guy who had stuffed him they punched him in the dick last week. No one wants to deal with that.
That's why you got to have a short memory.
Dude, this rep mod is getting mighty small over here.
Welcome to the show, Devin.
Yeah.
I'm seeing sub 10
Yeah.
on Cam. I'm seeing sub 10 on Cam on the site I trust.
DB gave me sub 10.
All right, let's see.
I
Let's
think
let's
Cam is kind of slick.
I think Cam is kind of slick too. All right. Shout out to Run the Bases.
I'd play him.
We're playing him. We're about to
Do you
play
bet him? I hope so.
if I can find it on this
Just saying.
keyboard.
Hey,
Colin,
whenever-
Decky, Cam Davis. You're talking like
Oh, I'm
extra
not,
to me. Right
I'm not sleeping at night on that lineup.
This is how
All
you win $1 million.
for at
put it-
least
hey.
like 100K.
Put it in the 200.
Okay,
For the-
so I already put it in, man. I already put it in. Okay,
Go for
so
it.
we are currently at. I like our start. We're at 7.53 left with three
Oh,
golfers.
yeah.
All right.
Our ownership, we're going to ignore the 19.2 on Cam because it's egregious. And we're
Let's take off 10. Let's call
we
it
have to
10
end this
flat.
before 2.5 hours so we can all go build our lineups.
We'll call it 10 flat.
Although, shout out Tuesday, way easier to build on Tuesday than Wednesday, I guess. I don't know.
On the West Coast.
Can you imagine being West Coast right now?
That'd be awful.
It would be
Central.
8:45.
time zone.
Fantastic, dude. What's awful is the East Coast.
No,
That's why
Central.
that's why I would never cover baseball on the East Coast.
Oh, can you imagine?
You're watching a
Extra
Giants
innings.
game at like Giants Dodgers game on the East Coast.
That's why I just go to bed and talk about it in the morning. Like,
Okay.
y'all-
Our
Oh,
boy,
yeah,
our
watch.
boy, love
You
on
gotta
the
finish the
bases.
movie.
I just followed him. We'll see. I just followed him on
we
Twitter today.
we
We'll see
literally have talked for
if he's
2
a
hours.
good follower or not. I like his comments in the chat though. Gary Woodland. Gary Woodland is a good fit at Torrey. But Gary Woodland is
He's just a guy to me. I don't know.
I disagree. He's a US Open winner.
Yeah,
He's
but
just-
Oh, dude,
that's
Ryan.
What,
No,
What
this is
year?
his type of course. I like it.
what year was Woodland? Did he win?
I think he's a straight up outrider or nothing.
2017
personally.
maybe?
No, Britton, no, I'm not.
Yes, dude.
I was a young man 5 years ago.
Yeah, me too. We didn't have
I
a
think
show.
I think Woodland's more of a for me. I mean, Cal, you can correct me, but
I'm not trying to dog. I'm sure he'll make the cut. He's not.
Gary Woodland is an unknown property.
I mean, I'm betting him at.
What's
I
his
mean,
odds?
He's peaked.
I
He's
mean,
peaked. He's not going to get better. I don't think.
Wait, is Gary? He's 38. Holy shit, he's old.
No.
he's as old as I am.
He's not going to get
he's
the
younger than Newman.
resurgence
He's younger than
and
Newman.
climb the leaderboard. If you want a cut maker, yeah, he'll make the cut. Sure. I don't think he's what is he 8K 8-4
7-4 for this.
Oh well,
That's what he's saying. 7-4 is not bad for Gary Woodland relative to. I like Gary Woodland. He is 57th in my model. I don't have a huge.
Is he really?
That's not really high. 57.
Going to 80, a 75 outright. I mean, I would never play him defense, but I would.
No, he's not on my radar.
He's got a top
That
10
doesn't
here.
mean anything. But
12.
No, the profile.
His
The profile.
course history is pretty good here.
No, the profile fits for sure. The profile
what's his
fits.
recent form? What's he played in? I can't remember the last time I seen Gary Woodland.
He won a putt-putt championship. No, he missed the cut at Sony, and
He must have got his Sony.
he's ninth at your own Houston Open the last time before that.
That's a hard track.
He gained 5.2 on approach. But then he comes
And lost
this
19
weird thing about
strokes
golf,
putting.
man, is like you gain 5.2 on approach at Houston in November, and then like 2 or 3 months later, you come out of the Sony and you lose 3.1 on approach, and I realize that like that's not the end all be all for like exact shot data, et cetera, but it does make you think.
And that made November Houston.
Like, well, I mean, I know as a golfer, if my November game to my January game is totally different. You know what I'm saying?
Especially at a
He
certain age.
had some pretty good.
I mean, the like, if you don't look at anything but the actual profile of the golfer, Gary Woodland is the ideal fit here, right?
yes,
long.
he's not like
Long.
insanely
Is it-
long, but he's long.
Can hit it straight, can't
Yep.
putt worth a damn unless it just happens to fall.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
Like he meets what you
And
want here.
also just to be clear, like, I mean,
I'm betting.
again, there's not a
I'm
million
betting.
people watching the stream.
I'm
Now that
betting.
we're like 2:15, but I mean, like, this is the whole point of why we want to do the stream is to
Betting.
talk about like the road.
No.
If you're watching, you like it, you have a
Run-
golfer idea.
Run the
throw it out,
bases.
let's talk about it.
Run the bases gets 10% if he hits.
Let's settle down, Newman. We're talking 10%.
The only thing I have Woodland doing good is good drives. He's a good driver.
But
I
if
have
you
him
drive
bad-
well here, your
bad-
irons are
bad-
like
Bad on
Yeah.
iron, bad on par fives, bad on bogey avoidance.
well, that's fine.
Bottom.
Hold on.
We're not shitting on the pick. It's a good question. Any question is a good question.
Yes. This is personal. Like I'm biased as shit. So
I like Gary Woodland. I don't know. I didn't realize he was
like,
30.
he's a
Hold on.
class act. Like
Can I-
Gary, he's
can
a
I
good
like
guy.
I like 38-year-olds who look younger than 38. That's what I'm talking about.
Hey, real quick before it starts, because we haven't talked about it and we don't do this. My entire bottle my
Wine?
bottle's gone. Yeah, sorry. Can we put one bet in on the Desert Classic before it starts?
The what?
The Desert Classic,
What are you talking
the
about?
European Tour event.
Sure.
Oh, the DP.
Yeah.
What you got to bet for
It's-
the Europe?
No, it's about to start in like I think 20, 30 minutes, maybe. Something you can wake up to. Anyways,
Okay.
we don't have to do it right this second, but it's
Oh,
20, 30
well, we
minutes.
should do it right this second. If Newman,
Let's-
this is the
let's
only
run the
reason
bases
people
out.
listen to 2 hours and 17 minutes of us talking is
Avatar Part 2.
What is
Anyways.
the pick? What's the bet?
That's why I was putting it out there. One of those.
Oh, you want to bet something?
Yeah, one of the
Or you
brothers.
just Brent's in the discussion of the 2 hour and 15-minute stream. I thought you had like a bet you wanted to hammer.
I mean,
Oh no, the people want it. Look at this. They want it.
Right.
Rory's plus 255.
the double Rory Rom is like it pays like 12-1 or 14-1. It's ridiculous.
Rom ain't winning this event. What's the event in Europe? What's it called?
Anyways,
Dubai?
The Dubai Desert Classic.
yeah, it's a what is this?
This
Isn't the course. This isn't the course that correlates to Augusta, is it? It's one of these over here that does.
I don't follow that tour. I only have time.
Newman, you
They
can't.
got Tommy Fleetwood
You
at
can't,
20
you,
to
can't
1.
you can't do this to me.
What do you mean?
I thought you had a bet specifically that you wanted to place.
No, I'm on Twitter as we talk, and I want to bet something.
Okay,
before I go
well,
to bed.
okay.
What?
Ooh, Rory Bingle's money line.
Rory Bingle's
What about
winning.
just a first
Yeah,
round?
this is it. No, this is it. So look, Danny Willett won 2016. He won Masters. Sergio won 2017. He won the Masters. And then going into 2018, Haitong Lee won this. And you're like, everybody's like, all right, let's load up. So my point is like, there's like a weird correlation between this event.
What are we betting?
Whoever you think is going to win the Masters. I'm dead serious. Like I'm not kidding. So I haven't looked at odds. Look, you don't have to do it, but I'm going to do it.
No, Newman.
I'm making a
Newman,
bet
there are
on it.
several rules about a live stream.
We're
It's
just running
going
the
on for
basis.
2+ hours, and one of them is if you bring up a Dubai bet and you throw it out, everyone bets it.
I brought up the tournament, not the bet. If you want the bet, I'll give you one.
Or give us your bet.
If you want after the Pinot,
Look, you cannot. I'm just telling you. There's as someone who's lived on the internet for a while, you can't bring up.
And it's known me for too long.
If you show up later, you're like, well, I hit another Dubai winner, and it wasn't something you gave out of the stream. I'm coming to your house and I'm punching you in the face. I don't know why you're laughing.
I just bet answer at 46-1.
Wait, can we? We probably have to build it off stream, but we have to do a DraftKings of this. All right.
I just bet answer 46-1. So good luck.
I'll always
answer.
I got to answer 46-1. I mean,
all right.
Now, Cal, now listen, people.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get.
No, don't be sorry. But you need to understand, there's a rule. When Cal puts a bet out there, always bet at first round leader too.
Answer.
I got a double.
You better believe Cal's got first round leader answer. 47-1.
So
These VIP clients are making money to go off first round leaders.
Right.
Okay.
I'm putting a half a unit on answer first round leader, half a unit on answer outright.
All right, here's my rule. I don't know how to pronounce their names. They're brothers. It starts with
Hasgard.
8. Yeah. I told Brenton this probably a year and a half, 2 years ago. I said, listen, how much money would you win if you bet them both every single week and just put your phone down and went to bed and woke up on Sunday morning?
Is this like Thomas and Rosgard?
Yeah, they're always 50.
They're always there. The whole gods.
And it's like you just bet them both and you just wake up to a lot of money in your account. So that's Jess knows.
Is answer the same price first round leader and outright?
Look, guys.
All right. Sorry, I didn't mean to go chat. I'm betting it.
Newman, once you get on the internet and you put it out there on a stream, there's no room for nuance. When you bet something, you tell the people.
All right,
it's very black and white.
So what are you? We have the answer bet. Okay.
I bet both of the brothers. I guess an answer because I can't not do it. They're
so we're betting.
Ironically, on Bookmaker, they're straight across. It's
we're betting Nikolai and Rasmus Højgaard
and answer. They're all straight line across. I'll take a picture.
Anyone watching, anyone listening, and the fuckingly ridiculously, the number is like people watching is climbing as Newman starts lobbing out German names of people he thinks are going to win the Dubai Classic out of nowhere. We're trying to wrap up the stream, like giving out a lineup. We're mid lineup, and Newman, out of all people, when I'm the guy who is constantly derailing everything in my life, Newman swoops in and is like, have I mentioned the Shaw gods in Dubai?
I'm just saying. Is there anybody?
And I'm excited to bet them. And when they win,
is there anybody else in this
field live on stream? But
live sweat 8 a.m. I'll host it while you are both passed out in your bed. It'll be me up by myself.
Now, are we betting?
I'm not kidding when I say they're straight across the line. Like they're.
You see this? Like, you see this? This is the confusion you give to people. Chaz, here's the deal. Okay, here's the deal. Are we betting the Højgaards first round leaders as well as outright? Yes or no, Newman?
If y'all want to, I will.
Cal, not betting.
It's already locked in. I got answer the brothers outright first round.
Here's what we're betting for the Dubai Classic.
Dubai Pod is hot stuff.
The Dubai Pod is so hot right now. Here's what we're betting. Abraham answer. Gotta hold this up so I can read his.
They're all around the same odds, too.
Nikolai Højgaard.
Nikolai.
And Rasmus Højgaard. I love Rasmus. I
love these guys. They're going to.
The Højgaards are dumb Germans on the ball and get low out of nowhere. And Abraham answer is a precision sniper. Now,
For sure.
we are also noting that we are betting them to win outright, and we're also taking them first round leader.
Double down.
Thank you. So, Nikolai Hogard, Rasmus Hogard, and Abraham Answer. I can't believe I'm going to get arrested for being a terrorist at some point, like in the next like 30 minutes for yelling "Shogad" over and over again.
This is gonna be bad. I'm putting too much on this.
What are you putting? What are you doing? Stop!
I need to lower this down.
You're a maniac.
How did,
I
I did not see the DP tour coming into this?
Newman just said,
I'm dead serious. Like I'm telling y'all, there's a correlation between the. It's weird, right? Like
Newman, I cannot be more clear about this. If you're betting any Dubai,
I didn't know it was. I didn't know it started in like 30 minutes. So
That's
I
kinda cool,
didn't
though.
think you did. I'm just saying that if you're,
or no, I guess it's not. It's actually not tomorrow. It's actually 2 days.
I will never do this stream. Yeah, it's actually after the. Oh my god,
It starts on Thursday.
Newman, if you bet anything on this tour, this
Will,
tournament,
do you hear that? It starts
yeah,
on Thursday.
it starts after the fucking Farmers. It's unbelievable,
I
Cal.
thought today was Wednesday.
It is Wednesday. Well, it will be in 5 minutes.
No, well,
Not Central.
Not Central.
all right. It only tells if we can bet more on the cards.
Who
Oh.
I would not have guessed. I mean, like if you had placed money on like who drags this show out an additional 20 minutes. Oh no, and we still have to build our lineup, and I still have to make another draft.
All right,
Will,
no, it's fine.
Will, what was my text? Honestly, how long is this going to run?
All right, so
45.
let's
Cal,
wrap it up.
45 easy.
No, let's wrap it up so we don't get hit by our yeah. Let's wrap it up.
I'm good.
No,
I'm
we have to
on
make
one.
this lineup that I have to put in for us that we're splitting 3 ways,
This is important.
and then we buy expensive like headphones and
Like
push in
mics.
these seats and maps behind us. It's a
Hey,
map.
we
That's a
haven't
map of
discussed-
Mexico, ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, we haven't discussed first round leader, and that's a huge conversation because I think there's a lot of value.
Newman.
I mean, I'm just answering a question from
You're
Dylan.
worse than me. What are you doing?
Okay, whatever.
Are we just gonna,
Whatever. You just went on a Dubai tangent. I did like a squirrel with
Hey,
like a Dubai sign.
Listen to me. If it hits, you better hand deliver me a Sriracha Honey Sunrise,
I will bring you a
Burgers,
bagel.
iced coffee on one knee in my
a
front door.
Dubai rope hat?
I will buy.
Yes.
Yeah, Cal's
Yes.
got you in the fucking ledger, buddy. Okay. Listen.
I'm literally Googling Dubai Desert Classic.
I thought it was gonna be in a couple hours. I was like, sweet, and lay in bed and sweat out this first round leader. a
This
little
is
bit.
I
awesome.
know.
Oh
that
my
was
God.
that is the most. I will say that
Incredible.
I will give Newman a pass on this because it was his first mid podcast live stream, and it does feel like Wednesday.
Wait, can y'all please check out Twitter?
Kind of.
What's on? No, what do I have to look on? No, I'm not checking out
just, look,
Twitter.
just look real quick.
At what?
The DMs real fast.
You,
Just look at the hat. Just look
Newman,
at the
you
hat.
cannot say look at your DMs on a live stream.
Just look at that. I don't. Just look at that. We're not like a pro. Like, just look at the hat real quick.
Yet.
What,
Tell me the thing.
Okay, all right.
If we win, we're wearing that thing.
I thought you were like I'm secretly betting on this guy. I was like,
No. I'm talking about the Dubai Desert Classic 20th anniversary hat.
well, if you told me that, I could have shared it on the screen. All right,
That's a
we'll
very
borrow this
nice
out.
cap.
Okay, so we have got 3 guys in our lineup here that I have to fill out, and we all have to fill out a bunch of lineups. Thank God it doesn't lock till noon tomorrow.
11 Central. Yeah.
11 Central. What do you want to do? I cannot believe you just took a. You know the meme where it's like the car's like it's like the highway.
Oh, yeah.
sign this way. Newman, it's like let's lock this lineup, and it's like Newman. Dubai bets. Peel
like-
up to the right.
I like the squirrel. Ooh, squirrel.
It is a squirrel. It's squirrel brain. That's
Uh-huh.
not an insult.
Just wait to the duck races. That's all I gotta say. That's
Newman,
what I'll-
Newman, it's not an insult. It's fine. It is.
No, when it hits,
No,
it's
it is.
gonna
It
be-
is. Your personnel file is being reevaluated because now you're a little too much like me and Cal. Where you're like, ooh, Dubai.
Ooh.
Ooh, don't mind if I do.
Yeah,
It
but you
locks
gotta-
in 5
you gotta-
minutes. Actually,
always-
it locks tomorrow.
I forgot. I honestly did.
That was the biggest bummer of the whole thing.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I'll
a
be
big
super
bummer.
stoked
Now-
this time
no.
tomorrow. Though.
Yeah,
I
no,
am sorry about that. 25-minute tangent that I drove us off on. It does lock tomorrow. However,
We got in early. We got the good number.
We got the great bookmaker numbers.
I'm pouring one quick small cocktail.
All right,
And let's
let's
line up.
finish the lineup.
I know. We got 7.53. Cal, who are you eyeing in the 7-8 range here to fill out the lineup?
Oh,
Seven,
gosh.
eight.
Who I want to stay away from? Well, I guess we can do whatever we want, right? Because we're so unique up top.
Do you like Will Gordon or no?
Who?
Will Gordon?
Yeah, no.
Too popular?
No, it's not even about that because we're so unique. We can do whatever we want. We can take the chalk.
What do you? Let me ask you this. This is like coming off. What do you think people are going to do with Davis Thompson? Is he going to flame out? Is he going to be? I mean, is he going to back it? I mean, what are you thinking?
I think he'll get played more than he did last week.
Because he's here. Here's the thing about Davis. Like last week doesn't show it. Okay, so he's a bomber. He's a bomber. I mean, he's Mito won the same tournament he won in Raleigh. They're kind of the same type of player.
Guys, hey, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but there's an LPGA event that kicks off in 7 minutes.
I've already in that. You want my picks?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. My God.
No. What we're talking about, I was asking Cal. Like, I think there's a name in the mid 7,000s that nobody's talking about. Is Davis Thompson again?
Ooh.
Because like this course, if you're stepping back from it, I would say Davis fits here, at least the South course, than last week. Because last week was a putting contest, and I think putting is. I mean, he can putt obviously, but
oh man, look at this.
He's a
eight. Ooh. And one of the things I thought, Newman. I mean, like you love him more than I mean, you follow him. But like that dude stood up to Rahm. He straight up stood up to Rahm. Like that is like was like willing to play with him and just Rahm's
ball almost fell into hell, and that kid almost shipped it. Like Rahm's ball was hanging on the side.
No, like like if he pulls
how hot did he run though?
If the flag sticks out, he may win that golf tournament.
But Cal, maybe like to Newman, like maybe he's just an eagle guy.
We need.
No, I'm telling you,
he had 5 eagles last week.
I'm telling y'all, he's flush. I'm telling y'all, he's flush.
Look at this puree fucking lineup we are building right here.
What do you think about that price? Is that fair? A little high?
I don't think anyone will touch. I think it'd be closer to 5%.
I mean, it's high.
For the guy who like is the random guy who showed up.
But we like high though, right? Back to the wall.
If we put him in, I think we have to go into the 6s, right?
No, because it was 7-4 with 2 remaining. All right,
we have to go in the 6s.
Who do you? No, we don't. If you have 7, I mean, I'm not a math major, but I'm pretty sure we don't.
Okay, I'm fine with that. My best 7K player is Ben Griffin. I cannot get him out of my models. Whatever that's worth.
Okay, so I got fucked up on Ben Griffin versus Ben Martin the other week.
Well, that's a disaster.
No. I was like, I had Ben Griffin in some DFS and Ben Martin in like another pool thing.
No, Bens are hot. Ben Taylor is popular.
Ben Taylor, that's what Bens are hot right now.
Bender. It's a bender.
Who?
So how much is left after Davis?
So you're Ben Davis?
No, how much is left after Davis Thompson? I'm sorry.
Oh no,
I'm not saying play Davis Thompson. I was just clearly bringing.
You want Griffin or you want Martin?
How much money do we have left?
Which Ben do you love? Griffin?
How much money do we have left after Davis?
7,500 per person or 7,400 per person. So if we went Ben Griffin, we have 7,500.
Ben Griffin is my top 7K.
Wait, look at that 7,500.
Ben Griffin or Lonto Griffin?
Ben Griffin. The Bens are hot, dude. These Bens are good.
They're young and they're young cams.
Lonto can hit a 320.
Fucking around with Lonto.
All right.
We can talk Lonto.
No. You can't. Now we have nothing to talk about. His card's blank. He hasn't played in like.
Now we have 7,500 to work with, and the question basically comes down to
Caleb Surratt.
Well,
can we get Kitayama in there?
Oh no, God.
We're a buck
$100
short.
$100 short. We can
Buck
dump.
short.
I could be
Dump-
talking
dump-
dumping.
Dump Davis Thompson. I wasn't talking y'all into him. I was just saying that this course to me, watching him play.
Look, Newman, you do these live streams. Eventually, yeah, you got to take stands.
No.
Now is the time. Now is the time where you don't have to take a stand.
I followed Davis Thompson. We met his girlfriend. My wife.
Martin Peter Millar. I know. I've heard
Like,
the whole
everything you
story.
want to, like the whole thing. I love this guy. I stand by him. He's Mito light right
Look,
now. I think
look.
he can be better Mito. What?
Do you want to pound the table for Davis Thompson or not?
No, I just think he's a good. I think people may come off of him a little bit potentially. There's
Dude,
no
he's
way
so-
people
he's- look at the ownership percentage on this lineup right now.
slow.
That is hot
Right?
as shit.
Yeah,
It's
I
real
didn't-
low.
Take 10 off Cam too.
Exactly.
and
And look,
30.
and Davis isn't like a. I don't think he's like a party guy. Like he's
They're
gonna,
like at 45.
Davis into party. None of these young guys are party guys because they know how to win. They know what they want to be. They
How to
want
treat their
win money.
bodies.
They
Yeah.
don't finish second at like the Amex and be like, yeah, let's rock out. No,
Yeah,
like,
they're not
"I gotta
knocking
go
out Tito's. They're in the gym for sure.
Right. They're like, listen, I'm not drinking bourbon this weekend, Dad. I'm sticking with the Tito's because I need to stay.
I almost won. That bank account looks a lot different though.
So Cal, if you're looking at the guy that stands, oh god, I won't say it all out. Brendan
Yeah,
Steele,
Oh,
Caleb Taryn,
Back-
Emmanuel Grillo, Trey Mullinax. Actually, I love
I said Mullins. Somebody
Jaeger?
get back.
You don't like
Vegas,
Jaeger?
Jaeger.
Hardy,
Lock it.
Hodges, Streelman, Aaron Ray, Matthew Neesmith, Ben Taylor, another Ben, Alex Axelmile, you can't fit. Sorry, ignore
I
that.
kind of like the Benz.
I'm Patrick Rogers, Bramlett, Eric Barnes, Kita Nakajima. Not going to get there.
What about Nick Hardy?
Gary Woodland is 7-4 would finish it off very nicely. Adam Svensson gets there. Martin Laird.
You want to do Woodland?
Hold on. Run the base says Raleigh starts north south 7,500.
Can we fit Woodland?
I believe that Woodland would.
That's
But we
actually a
have-
decent dude. Raleig's a decent shout, right?
Yeah, Woodland
'Cause-
definitely fits. Davis Riley does fit too. Oh,
no,
man.
it's a good
Wait,
shout.
Davis Riley
No,
owes
hold
us.
on.
He
Hold on,
owes
no.
us.
I know. Here's the thing about Raleigh, right? Like, it's cool city on Davis Raleigh right now, right?
No one wants to play Davis Riley.
Nobody wants
even
to.
me, and I've played him way too
And
much.
you love like he's like a mini Scotty.
He played well. He played well last week.
I hate him because of that fucking water ball
He
last
didn't-
year.
but he.
Oh, that part
played-
5. But
I
like,
think he played.
Yeah,
okay.
when he was in it. When he was in it.
like you're not gonna be over this Callum Tarrant thing, or is it Callum Tarrant or is it Surratt for you last week?
Surratt fucked him.
Yeah.
But Surratt,
No, but I mean, like you have to look. Professional golfers have to move past their mistakes from the week before and get on with their next tournament.
yeah, but what's wrong with
Good
Davis
week.
Riley?
That's how professionals.
Right. I'm not going to hold a grudge against Davis Riley.
He had missed a cut since Halloween.
Well, let's do
Oh.
Davis Riley.
I like that drop. That sounded good.
Well, I really should say Labor Day.
Halloween's got a better ring, but I get what you're saying.
Actually, you know what I kind of like too? Sorry. This lineup leaves $0 on the table.
I don't like
It is-
that.
Look at the ownership percentages, an average of 10.5.
Oh, that's the winner. Put it in this.
Look at this
Put it-
nut job lineup right here.
Put it in the 3, the 5, the 20, the 25.
Look at that.
50.
I mean, it's kind of beautiful.
I mean, look.
No one's
you-
building that. There's
you
no
get
one
those
on
bottom
Earth that's
three-
building that other than this fucking stream.
Those bottom 3 make the cut, make some waves on the weekend. Those top 3
Cam goes,
Win
if Cam
equity.
goes top 20, top 15.
and 2 guys who can are blue bloods, right?
Dude,
I
that
like it.
ownership. And I think that this is a point too that, and I know we're somehow going longer than we did last week, which is
Yeah, that's
obviously not
bad.
our
That's
plan.
really bad. Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, the show is the show. Like we didn't.
Running low.
If you come out of it, if we come out of the show with good ideas and better ways to like attack this field and attack this setup, with reasonable enough time to put our own lineups in, then
Or just getting people to think outside the box and
Correct.
don't do your ROM and JT. Get that out of your head because you're not original.
No, I mean,
like
run
dude,
the paces. I mean, he pointed out Davis. I would even thought about him because I
Like-
think we were on him last week.
So
and-
I mean, we all agree that well, we don't know if we all agree this. I believe this. Colin Morikawa, I think every single one of these golfers, maybe save Cam Davis, will be under 10%. And I think Cam will be like 12%. And when you have 6 golfers who, if they all make the cut and they are all under 10%, every single like good score they make rockets you up the leaderboard.
You
And it-
leapfrog. Everything is percentages. You
Correct.
leapfrog every Justin Thomas. It's see you later. Every Zal bye because my guy hit a birdie.
And imagine it was a Colin Morikawa birdie and a Justin Thomas bogey.
I'll tell you right now,
exponential how much you leap up, and that's
the-
really important for these tournaments and these GPP plays. And I don't.
Yes.
It's,
I would not have. I won 10K last week with a 5 of 6.
That's
The
crazy.
only reason I did that is because I had Bez top 10. He was less than 1%.
correct.
Every time he birdied, I would just jump up 10
Yeah.
spots. Less than 1% T10 with a 5 of 6 ship 10K. That doesn't happen a lot. This lineup right here is the same scenario. No one's going to have these guys.
And it's like, again, we're preaching to a small choir here, but it's really, really important. Is like when you start talking about DFS golf, it, of course, knowing who's going to win and picking who wins matters a ton.
You
But
have to have
picking who
one.
wins matters more for your outrights and your top 5s, your top 10s, your top 20s than it does for DFS. Because if you pick the winner and the rest of your let's say you have Rom last week and you went 3 of 6, you ain't cashing shit.
No.
You can have
Right.
all the ROM in the world, and it won't matter if the rest of your lineup isn't good.
I can go down the list of people who had Rom and 6 of 6s, and my 5 of 6 beat them because of
Right.
percentages.
Right.
So it's not you can play the highest chalk on the board, but you got to be different elsewhere. Your combined percentages.
All right. No, I'm also all right.
This is
And
good.
all right, so I'm gonna put this in our 888 real quick.
This is
We're
good.
going. Oh my god, you get 3. Oh, I love this, Colin. Deck. No one is playing this lineup. This will be as unique as humanly possible.
This is like, hey, we're gonna play.
Like our chalkiest guy is Cam Davis, who like
Should be
effed
chalk.
everyone in the butt last week. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
19.
I will say this. So we can't leave the show without me saying this.
Oh,
There's someone who is red blinking lights to me.
Who?
He is so mispriced.
Who?
He will not be played.
who McGirt?
I love him. No, not McGirt.
Dirt.
Someone McGirt. My God.
Dirt.
I just hit Cam Davis at 8.4. He's in the range of $3,000 up or down of Cam Davis. If you can name him,
3,000. That's the whole.
find 1,000. What do you want? 2,000? Look up. Dude, Cal's got it open. Cal will know who it is.
Yeah.
3,000. That's the whole
Just-
slate.
Look.
Rose?
You're close, but no. See, you're somebody. No one on earth. You're too low. Keegan Bradley.
JJ Spawn?
Keegan Bradley.
Keegan Bradley.
No one wants to click Keegan. Keegan sucks at putting, but he's gotten way better. He's so straight and so long off the fucking tee. His iron is so
history-
good. No one likes him. I am a Keegan stan.
His history is nice. What's
Here?
his percentage on labs?
Dude, it's gonna be like 3%. There's no one who's clicking Keegan Bradley except me. I might go 100% Keegan once we hang up here. Keegan might be my Aaron Rodgers.
100%.
9%. Wow.
That's a little aggressive.
Pretty
That's
high.
a lot.
Keegan fits here.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
You could swap him out with
I
Cam.
mean, have you looked at his course history here?
Ooh, what do you
I
think?
will say that Keegan, I probably feel safer with Keegan, but the ceiling with Cam is higher.
He's got 2 T5s. He's missed 2 cuts out of like 12 years.
What's
So-
his? Yeah, his.
Keegan, dude, Keegan's just good.
Do you like skinny Keegan?
Keegan's learned how to putt, I think, and people.
Do you like skinny Keegan?
Yeah, but
I'm not going to change this lineup now, but I will tell you that
No, skinny. Like, have you seen him? Like, I
I
can't
love.
recognize him.
Listen, the skinnier I get, the better I am in golf.
Well, the better I feel, just in general.
Although I did know one guy who he was like fat. He's like, I'm swinging too quick around back this way, and I was like, no, you don't. It's like,
No, Xander said something. Xander said something funny about that.
yeah,
How
exactly.
he worked out, and like he'd be better if he was just.
Oh
You know,
yeah. Look, I mean, you guys.
what's
won't
his
be able to-
percentage? What's his percentage on labs?
8.5.
Okay, when you say that, and I'm looking at Cam 19, which I do not believe, but I'm seeing it.
Do you guys want to double down and do the second lineup on the 44 and the 20 with a Keegan?
Same lineup with a swap?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll invoice you later with the StreamYard.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right, so I got to do. Yeah. I won't invoice. The problem is I won't remember to invoice you if we lose, but you will remember to invoice me when we win.
Well, yeah. You
Yeah,
guys have
I'll-
a tab running with me.
We're not worried about it. All right, so Davis, and then Griffin. I almost clicked Gria. Sick bastard. It cost me so much money. And Riley. Okay.
Could we do? I don't want to.
Yes.
I don't want to do too much, but can you do a Riley Kitayama if you went to Davis?
Yeah. Okay. To
No,
answer your question,
he wants to take Davis out, and I agree.
to
Take
answer
Davis
your
out.
question, yes, we can. But I need to make sure I get both. I want to make sure I get both of these in the 88 and the 20 because nothing freaks me out more than like
Missing.
Yeah,
out.
you win
missing.
the 88 and it's like, wow, that would have been the nuts on the 20. That's weird. You're like, yeah.
It's the biggest bummer when you're like not happy that you won. It's a bad look. It's a bad feel.
All right. So we're doing adding this. We're taking out Cam Davis, adding in Keegs. So there's $100 on the table. So sexy.
Not a Keegs guy. I want to go on record. But
That's fine.
I respect it.
Huge.
I respect his percentage. I respect his history.
And now we're going to do the. Thank God I saved all these 88 entries.
Jesus, y'all have a lot of lineup building to do tonight.
No, I don't. You're helping me. All right, so we're taking out Riley and putting
I
in.
mean, it doesn't start till I can wake up and fuck with it.
Who are we taking? We're taking out Riley and putting in.
They're taking Thompson out because I don't want to be the guy that says Thompson.
No, man. Like,
No.
plant your
Who-
flag.
What?
I
What is the
want
third-
to.
Okay.
Newman, who are your prize picks?
I haven't done any, but that's going to be a new segment.
Well,
moving
once you come with
forward.
some prize picks, who's the third lineup?
Like I said, just wait to the duck races.
If we take out Davis Thompson, we should
Mhm.
think about Pendrith.
Thank you.
Okay.
All I'm saying is, I was saying Thompson because I think people are going to be off of him.
We can't pay for Pendrith. We're 100 short.
Then Davis it is.
Or we can take out Cam Davis and put in Keegan. with
Listen,
Pendrith.
I'll send him a text message. We'll be all right.
There we
I'll
go.
t-
No,
I'll-
no,
I'll-
we got it.
I'll-
We good. Okay. All right. So we have 3 lineups we're splitting together.
Yeah.
Here are those lineups. Let's see if I do this correctly. They are. These are the official podcast live stream lineups. Colin Morikawa in every single one. Hideki Matsuyama in every single one. After Keegan Bradley, Taylor Pendrith, Davis Riley, Ben Griffin. Keegan Bradley, Davis Thompson, Davis Riley, Ben Griffin, Cam Davis, Davis Thompson, Davis Riley, Ben Griffin. I actually know I like to do that cascading
Yes.
type of thing where you have like if Colin and Hideki go low and they're up at the top early.
It's like an open-ended flush draw. Like we give
Right.
ourselves more outs.
Yes, exactly. Now it's harder to read out loud when you can't see their first names.
Oh,
And you know that their names are maybe Davis or David, and
yeah.
there's some Ben's involved. But
Or
yeah,
2 first names. Yeah.
Bins are so hot right now.
it's a Ben, it's like Ben's and Keegan's are white hot. Ben's and Cams. Ben's and Cams.
Big,
Vince and
hey,
Cam.
big boy course, 75% of the time this week.
All right, Naaman, do you want to do your fucking prize picks thing now?
No, we're not doing it. We're not doing it.
I mean, we ran
no,
15 minutes longer than we did last
No,
week, which
no, we're
is
not doing it.
almost
Next-
impossible.
next week.
The only
Why not? Like,
Let's
let's-
let's do a live price picks. Let's
you
do
have
it.
to you have to do it because I have not bet anything.
all right, let's call it 10 minutes. Call it 10 minutes right now.
You have a hot. You have until 2. You have a
No.
no.
I hear, all right, no,
Go up and log in.
no. Listen. This is how I see it. I
There's a
bet
Taco
I,
Tuesday
I
promotion.
bet Call of Duty for a semi living. I do decent.
What if I say that on the internet, man?
It's cool. I mean,
You're
do you not
no, you don't send them to me.
well, yeah. I
In
see
fact,
it to
I
you.
would bet there's every one of the streamers wondering where are my Call of Duty picks. Newman.
That's fine. There's a couple people in here that might.
What's
follow
If you
your
want
tweet
to
now?
play me in Call of Duty, it's 50 cal. Come with me.
Don't
run.
listen to them. I've tried for years.
Right.
Anyway, so
We're doing a prize picks right now.
all right. My point was, I thought it would be a good idea.
It's a
If
great
us
idea.
three- Oh my god, dude. You're like my wife. I'll start talking. All right. I thought it'd be a good idea.
Do you want to complain about your wife right now in the middle of the 3-hour
No.
golf
Yeah,
stream?
no.
While
Yeah,
she's
but-
watching in the other room? Go for it.
No,
Yeah,
she-
by all
you
means.
think
She's
if you
not
think-
watching this.
If
She's
you think she's
watching.
watching, I'll do
White
a
Lotus.
live
Cool.
stream and I will go back there and I promise you.
she's either watching this and she'll
She-
probably pop out here if she is watching
she-
it, or
No, you'll know.
she's
if
not watching it, she's asleep with the stream going.
Right. That's probably 100%.
My
All right,
point was it's a good segment idea.
all right. So here's
Love
what I'm thinking.
introducing prize picks. So why don't you give us your first pick for
Brinson,
prize picks?
No, this is how I
We
was
know
thinking.
some guys are prize picks. Good people. Love
Right,
prize
Great
picks.
people.
Brinson, this is what I'm thinking. If you can bring it up on your screen, put it up there.
You hit prize picks.
We don't have to do it. It doesn't matter. I was saying that I was going to cover a thing for us as a
Okay,
pod.
I love it. Okay.
Then us
Well,
three.
you
can
did
decide-
filibuster for 3 minutes, or like 90 seconds while I get it up. Okay.
That's fine. You put it on the screen. I'll pay us three combined, and we pick a 6-man for 100, and I'll cover it each week.
Yeah.
Each week, I'll cover it.
You
And if
don't
it
have to
wins,
cover it. Why would you cover it?
Cal, you just invite me to Houston one day. I'll see
No,
you
no,
there,
well,
sure.
I mean, we're gonna put this all on a budget. I mean, like,
Yeah,
I've got
it's
like
fine.
I've got like $500
Dude.
outlaid on this.
So my point is, it's like
Well,
the whole point of what I was saying is it's just a different way to like keep everybody involved with prospects. It's easy to use. We go in, use underdog. I don't care. We're not.
Are they savvy? Are they savvy on the north and south courses? Are they?
That's the thing. I
Oh,
haven't
good
looked,
point,
right?
Cal.
I haven't
Yeah.
looked, and that's why I didn't
Yeah.
want to deep. I didn't want to dive too deep. Like I haven't even looked at that.
This is a great course for it. All right, and also I would say that Prize Picks love sponsoring stuff, so let's do it.
Yeah. So all I was saying was, I'll cover. We'll do a 6-man 100 to win like 2,000 or 3,000, whatever it is.
Well,
Is it
we're gonna log in
20
right
to
now
1?
and do it live on the show.
It's
so
20. No, we'll do it
20 to 1. 6 should be 20 to 1.
Should be, yeah.
all right,
So we'll do a
well,
live 6-man. I think we should do a straight north course or a straight south course. Personally,
well,
That's
we're
me.
gonna oh, look at that! I got credit in here. Great, fantastic. All right,
I'll-
we're doing
I'll
on
send
mine.
it to
You-
you.
well,
How's that underdog account look?
hopefully, it looks better tomorrow.
Oh, hey,
You were crushing it.
lighten the hey, turn the flashlight on.
So, no, I mean, look, man, the underdog could have been worse, bro. What did I do?
Could be worse.
I mean, Sunday could have been better, bro.
I'm sure.
All
All
right.
right. Go to yeah. So I think we can do birdies are better, strokes, greens in regulation, fairways hit. That's fucking ridiculous.
Okay, well, let's think through this. Who pops in all our actually? This is actually a great.
But I don't understand these though.
Okay, Newman. First of all, I want to give you credit. It's a great idea for a great segment.
We'll be quick. We'll be quick with it.
We're already 2 hours and 53 minutes into this fucking show.
There's
and the
nothing
show's
quick
been
about it.
awesome, and this is exactly what our show, what we want our show to be.
It's we're gonna end on.
So, these matchups, you can do
So
the, I don't know.
these are birdies are better. You got
Oh, I like.
strokes.
Yeah.
I like strokes, right?
You tell
Yeah,
me, man.
birdies. No, we can do a mixture. We got a 6-man.
All right. So, who's on the North Course that we love this on Thursday or Wednesday?
Cal, what you got? Zal?
We got we like
Keegan is Keegan North Course.
We like Hideki. We like Hideki a little bit.
You got Hideki on there?
We have a
I don't
Decky on a.
See, I don't know if they've updated this because I saw a lot of zero.
Igala.
All right, so they have greens. They have greens at regulation. They
All right, so some of these guys that are not going to have.
yeah, I think they just like zeroed out the North Course or something.
Yeah, basically.
They have Davis Riley.
And that's why I think Underdog might be better. Let me see. Underdog.
I'm not going to look at my underdog account. Sorry.
No, we can't. We got to stick with the.
Well, I'll put it in if not, because if it means give us a better chance.
Well, I mean, what were you looking at here on?
So Hideki right here. Here's Hideki. His over under is 68.5.
Are you
On fairways?
No. His strokes.
No, strokes on.
No, it's on Underdog, but you don't want to bring it up. So 68.5. His birdies are better is 5.
They did look. They zeroed out everybody for the North Course.
It's all South Course, and that's what I'm saying. They're little.
But why wouldn't we just go over on all these South Course guys?
It's fun, but I'd rather do that tomorrow when they play the Wind.
On the North Course.
I mean, let's
on the South.
Let's get the
like-
North while it's good.
Like, but the North is over here on Underdog, and you don't have to show it. We can talk to it to get to it together.
I don't think I have that.
All right, so Zal, for example, Zal 68.5.
Strokes.
Yep, 5 birdies or better, 11.5 pars, cumulative pars, and then 1.5 bogeys or worse. Those are the 4 things you can take.
Well, I have Zal number 2 in my model. He's number 1 in shots. Within 18 feet. Best. Yeah.
I think the birdies are better is better than the strokes. I'd rather take the over
because
on
of
the
the
birdies.
Eagles. Because of the Eagles.
Yeah, I think the birdies is. Oh, so you have the strokes.
Zal top 10 in Eagles. I mean, good drives is the only thing that's.
So we would go Zal over 5 birdies or better.
Sure.
Do you like the 5 birdies or better, or the 68.5 strokes?
5
It's the
birdies
same
or better.
difference, right?
Well,
No,
you can
not
go
at
5
all.
birdies or better in like.
It depends on how many.
Oh,
bogeys you
yeah.
think.
You put up like 6 bogeys and you still hit it, even if you don't go under 68.5.
Yeah, he could miss some putts. Maybe the birdies are better.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
Ooh,
Let's see.
Colin, 5 birdies or better too.
Oh, like it.
Yeah.
Zal.
He's north. He's north too, right?
Here's
Yes.
Zal. Zal last year opening, or he played the North on the back end. So he had an eagle and a birdie on the back, and then an eagle in the front. Which Eagles they count as birdies. So he only had
It's
3
kind of
birdies.
wrong, yeah.
I'm pretty
he
sure
shot-
the Russians have stolen my logins to all.
But he shot at 68. So that's weird. He went over and under birdie. So it's weird for him. Anyways, we don't have to do this tonight. I was just saying, I think it's a good idea.
It's
We're literally
interesting.
doing it.
What are they showing?
It's hard to do it on
Davis,
prospects because it's all South Course. But
Davis is on north, right? Or south? Cam? He's on south.
Brinson don't have that on his end.
Well, who Cam? I mean, I'm trying to get the. What do you want to put? No, Cam is
He's on south.
yeah, Cam South.
Cam Davis, yeah.
That's what I'm saying on price picks. Why would you not hammer the over on all these guys on North and assume that they like screw it up?
Yeah, with the good weather, let's go.
Or do you go on? Or
Yeah,
do
but
you
this-
go
but
under?
this is- what do you mean? This you mean all South? You mean?
Okay, look on price picks, everyone's on South,
Yes, that's correct. Underdog is both.
right? But
So like my Tony is 70 on Underdog. What's your? Do you have a Tony's over under? Oh, sure.
We need to stick to a site, I think.
Yeah. No, I was just.
Tony's
you know,
70 and a half.
So it's the same. It's basically the same.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta have stroke.
Right, but I'm saying like it's the
We don't have to dive into this right now.
Well, no,
This could be for us three.
We're in it right now.
Listen.
yeah, no, you already put us in it. We're here.
We're in the jackpot right now.
We're here.
All right.
But I think the bigger picture point to this is next year when Monday the Farmers, when Prize Picks and Underdog released their shit, you attack North like crazy. And they probably got peppered. I would guess that Prize Picks had more stuff up and pulled
Yeah,
it.
I mean they've realized by now like what the hell's going on.
Right, but right, and they might know next year. But I mean, the point being is, all right. So for Prize Picks, is it possible that all their numbers are a little inflated based on North expected to be hard, but yet the weather isn't bad? It's like, do we think Tony Finau shooting a 71 tomorrow? I think he's shooting lower than that.
I could see that.
So why don't we take the guys on our South Course model who are nut
plug that in
and go unders?
Yeah.
Because basically by pulling everything from the North Course, they are begging us to take overs on the South Course.
It's inflated.
So we should zag completely and take the unders on the North Course. Like Tony Finau's not shooting a 71 tomorrow. He might shoot a 69 or a 70.
Not with good weather.
Yeah.
I mean, no.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna do Tony.
Tony
Under.
under.
All right. Who else? Let's see.
JT.
Yes. Ooh, JT 12.5 greens in regulation.
Oh, these greens.
That feels pretty good.
With his irons, yeah. I'm all about it. I mean,
We could do Tony 12.5 too instead of Tony.
what would it be? What would it be if he was on North? Like it'd be dramatic.
Cameron Davis green. Oh.
Man.
Oh, now here we are, Cal. Here we are. Keegan Bradley, Cameron Davis, and Sung J M green to regulation. Oh no, shit! We do birdies are better with Cam. Oh yeah, 4 birdies are better with Cameron Davis. Get out of here.
Yes.
Keegan 3.5.
Yes. Yes.
Davis Thompson 3.5 birdies are better.
He's on the lineup. Get him in.
We're dumping this Tony Finau score. I think we dumped this JT. JT 4 birdies are better. You tell me JT's not gonna make 4 birdies tomorrow?
In beautiful weather. Yeah,
Dude,
he's good.
JT. All right, how greedy do you want to get? We got JT, Cam Davis, Keegan. I think we had
Y'all have
Tony
so far?
Finau.
We got to fill it up.
Oh my god. You think Rom won't do 5 birdies tomorrow?
he's
This is the play right here. Is we just go over birdies on the South Course with guys who are elite scorers in great weather who will score. Because bogeys don't matter. The score doesn't matter.
yeah.
Just go make 4 birdies.
8. Yeah, good conditions. They've played here. It's not a problem. It's not
Cam Davis,
hard.
Keegan Bradley, Justin Thomas, Tony Finau. Do you want to add anyone else?
We could probably throw Rom in there.
We have to have a six. Is this a 6-man?
Rom's 5. Rom's going to be a 5 though. That's the only difference.
It feels square, but we could throw Rom in there.
Siwoo 3.5.
No Rom. We stay away. It's not
Davis
a free.
Thompson 3.5.
Hey,
ain't bad.
you want to fade? You want to fade Montgomery?
Go under? I want to go over on.
We're not building a South Course over, are we?
Yes, we are.
6-man?
Yes.
6-man over?
It's a zag. It's a zag. It's a great zag.
Okay,
right.
I like it. But a 6-man, it's one thing to do a 2-man or a 3-man.
So,
I'm
6-man.
trying to get paid.
This is not a lineup. This is a prize picks thing.
Sungjae.
You don't have to put the bill on this.
I don't know what the rule is. If
No,
he
I'm
goes
fine.
4, if he goes 4, is it a push and it takes it off?
No,
There's a thing where it says you go all of them. Yeah, it's a flex, the 5, 4. You get the 7.5.
What's 100 pay? That's it?
That doesn't feel like enough.
On a 6-man?
Is that the?
That's a 5-man.
5-man.
You have a 5-man.
Why do we get him on there?
That's still not enough. Though.
I don't know
It
why
needs
we're
to
getting him on
be-
there. Sorry.
It needs to be like
Wait, why did M only reduce it? M only pulled it down $50. What the fuck?
That's crazy, right? Like I'd much rather have a
4-man, a 7-1 4-man where Tony Finau, Justin Thomas, Keegan, and Cam.
what's
get
the 4-man pay?
birdies
It's
more?
$50 less.
Yeah.
No, we need
for
more.
one less bullet.
Actually, I think we should pull. We should add somebody from the 3.5. Davis on there.
Who's a birdie man?
There we go.
He's in our lineup.
Yeah, but it's not worth. But it's not worth 50
Wait, what?
bucks. So
It's in
are you?
oh, they're not letting me do the power play. It's only saying flex play if you do.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I think 7-1. Finau, Justin Thomas, Keegan, Cameron Davis. Those guys just need.
What's the
5
fee
birdies.
now? Over 4 birdies.
Who makes you the most nervous in that 4?
I don't know.
Who's in it? Keegan.
They're all making at least 4.
Like Keegan's number at 3.5, like compared to Cameron Davis, a young green buck.
Hey,
is
the
weird.
Keegan makes me the least nervous.
how many people are in this? 5 or 4 right now?
4.
So I have a 3-man and 100 pays 600 on
I like it.
UD.
Sign me up.
So
All right, let's do this.
hypothetically speaking, hold on one second before you do it.
Oh, don't.
I'm just saying a 5-man.
No, we're on a
100
4-man right now.
I know, but a 5-man UD is paying $2,000.
What it
And agreed, as Run the Bases says.
That's
Corey,
what I.
sounds very hard.
Thank you. Yes,
However-
it's very hard.
But okay,
these are blue bloods. These are
they're either it's Justin Thomas, Finau, Cam Davis, and Keegan Bradley. These
It's
are
more about-
volatile
yeah.
players who make birdies, make eagles, and sometimes make bogeys.
but the bogeys don't matter.
Right. All we want is we're not playing. We can do greens in regulation too.
So why would we? Yeah, why would we do a 4-man for a 7-1 when we can do a 5-man for 20-1 on UD?
But man, this is your segment. I'm just trying to keep it going.
I know that's why I didn't want to do it at night because there's a lot of like.
Because we're pot invested with Prize Picks right now.
Well, and,
All right,
and also
that's fine.
now I'm like now I'm invested. Like if this thing hits and I don't play it, I'm gonna be furious.
Well, yeah, I almost want to do 100 apiece now and get
Three,
get
put
2K.
300 to win. Yeah.
You want to do
$2,100.
$33 a piece, 99
Just
to
put,
win like
just put 260 on it, your credit, and then we'll see, we'll Venmo you. You got 260 in the account.
you hate it.
that's-
Oh my god, you're
7 times 2.6.
I just think that all these actually hold
No, I agree though. I think the South Course is extremely hard.
on. Ooh. Now this is maybe more interesting.
Fairways.
Fairways hit.
I mean, it's going to
I'm
be right
saying
on
like
the
you go,
number.
like this is a softer market because you go Adam Hadwin, Grillo, Finau. I'm saying like you take guys who just hit fairways. Harris English hits fairways.
This seems like an offline conversation.
Is there a Homa or is this only
Only
Home
South.
is
What do
probably
you mean this is an
14.
offline conversation? You started the conversation.
Yeah, but I didn't want to dive into fairways hit at midnight.
Well, you Brinson it then, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to talk about.
Yeah, all right. We have
Fairways
live. Okay, look. Are we gonna put this birdies are better thing in or not?
What do we got? We got Finau.
$33 a person.
What?
We've already
I-
we're already exposed. The pot is
Make
already
it 150, 50 ahead.
Okay.
I am invested at this point. So
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I mean, if somebody had said let's just walk away from this, I'd be furious.
There it is. That's a
All
good number.
That's a
$1,000.
good number. All right, let's
Or
go with
150 each, or one. Excuse me, 150
each.
split 3 ways. Finau,
Yeah.
Justin Thomas, King Bradley, Cameron Davis,
Mm.
Cut
over.
the check. Cut
Birdies
the
are better.
check. That's
Those round numbers suck, but whatever.
God damn it! I'm gonna fucking kill you.
submit.
What? I said,
Oh,
Max,
you're
what's
you're
going
cut
on?
off. You're so sharp.
They capped you.
They capped me. Huh? Didn't see.
Wait,
that
did
coming.
you do a power play or a flex play?
power
You
play?
powered.
They said do flex.
Do 150.
Not as sexy, but fine.
Max at 100. What the fuck is this?
You're
Right,
cut
well,
off.
I guess.
Well, I think we figured out their
Then
algorithm.
do
I
it.
think
Then
they're
do it.
on
Then
their-
do a power. No, 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 power play. We don't want all 4.
I got you, buddy.
Yeah, max bet slot. machine.
99, $33 a piece.
You can
We'll
do
do
100.
100.
You can do
They said
100.
100.
But it's easier to split. It's easier to split 99 3 ways. Also, rabbit year.
Yeah.
There we go. Bang. We're in. All right.
Join us on Discord.
Do not join them with Discord.
All right,
Not
let's
us.
close this thing down. We're over 3 hours.
Wow.
That was
Who
a
would've
good
thought we would've
45
done
minutes,
another
Will.
35
glad-
minutes this week than we did last week.
Jesus.
It's nice to know that for the rest of time, you can't do anything on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah.
Although I will say for us non-West Coasters, right? It's easier to do this. Like you're like, lineups lock at noon tomorrow. We got all the time in the world. When lineups start locking at like 7 a.m. East Coast time,
Time to sweat.
no, time to sweat. But it's like, listen, guys, I actually do have to go build like 6,000 lineups.
Can I entertain y'all on some Dubai Desert Classic? All right. Hey, I'm just kidding.
I can't believe you.
I'm
were the
happy
one-
about our.
No. I
Hey.
definitely blacked out there for a second. The nice thing is the numbers are when they lock in, they lock in.
Hey, for everyone that watched and hung out, and there's a steady core of people hanging out. Watching.
No, we're
You're the best.
I think
I don't,
this
I
is
don't know
cool
how
as
you
shit.
convince your
I
wife
love
Newman,
this.
to open up 7 laptops in your bedroom and keep them going. But good for you.
I can't wait to go see my wife right now. Whew.
No, I love this. I'm glad it went long. Like that didn't feel like
No,
that
this
didn't feel
is-
like
this
3
is-
hours.
No,
This is what
you-
the show is supposed to be.
if you don't think I couldn't open another bottle, I mean, like,
This
we
is
might
the
do a-
process.
yeah,
This master show might be like 7.5 hours. So I'm like,
we have to start at like
All right.
8 a.m. Anyways, all right, cool.
where am I at here?
Brinson-
All right, for
Brinson,
Cal, for Newman, I'm
Brinson,
Brinson. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. We will be back next week for
Pebble.
Pebble Beach,
Pebble, then the
Pro-Am.
Waste, and then Riv.
The
Oh,
waste.
it's
The
Heat.
waste is going to be our.
I'll be in Phoenix for the Waste.
I may be in Utah.
Really? Is
I got
Andy
the
going?
Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
I cover this. thing.
We talked about making a little trip out there.
Yeah. If we ship, we'll talk about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. For Cal, for Newman, I'm
Appreciate it.
Benson. Bye.
Have a good one.